What is up, everybody? Welcome to World's Biggest Collectors, episode 42, the show where we bring on the biggest physical media collectors in the YouTube and social media spaces. And I have with me tonight a very special guest. He has a hell of a collection. It's right there behind him, and it's Pops from Pop. No, wait a second. It's Movies and Ryan. I'm sorry.
How's it going?
You know, you guys look alike.
He is
I'm
my
sorry.
older defunct brother. That is true.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Movies and Ryan. Look at that collection back there, man. That's probably one of the world's biggest collections. It's got to be up there.
There's plenty of people that's got more than me. I think I'm hovering right around about 2,100 right now.
But it looks good. The way you got it set up, it just looks like there's that wall, but it looks like there would be so much more there.
Yes.
But I'm sure if we see an image of the room, it's probably just that wall, and then the rest of the walls are bare, like mine in here.
Sort of.
No, you probably got more than that.
This was an odd, weird inset place in our house, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I was like, I'm going to build some shelves, throw my movies on it. So that's what I did.
Absolutely, man. I'm super, excited and happy that you were willing to join me tonight on World's Biggest Collectors, episode 42. And I didn't forget the intro this week. I forgot it last week with Bob's Blu-rays, but I was on point today. But yeah, man, I've been wanting to get you on here for a while, and I'm glad that you could join. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to let you promote yourself and your channel real quick, sir. The floor is yours. Tell them what you got going on over there at Movies with Ryan.
Well, like you said, it's Pop's Movie Dungeon Jr. No, I am Ryan from Movies with Ryan. I put out a video every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, and at the end of the month, I do a collection update of everything I picked up off camera. Thrifting, unboxings, my favorite 5, recommendations, stream every once in a while. I haven't had a stream up. I've started a new job in the last month. It's kind of taken up all my time, but that's pretty much it. You can catch me on Instagram. Still Book Day is still going on. 365 days, cannot get here sooner. Can't wait for that to be done.
Nice. You're not going to do that next year? You're not going to do a slipcover a day next year? What about Criterion a day?
Yeah, I thought about doing a Blu-ray a day, but then I was like, no, it's just to take the picture, edit it, and then to convert it over to the right frame for Instagram is just a pain, honestly.
Yeah. You don't take it with your phone, just throw it up there?
I add the number and I kind of edit it and all that stuff. So it's just,
you get fancy with it. You get fancy.
Got to make it look good.
You do. They do. Your shots always look spectacular. That's I do enjoy seeing those scroll across my feed. But look, let's get into chats. See what we got in here tonight. But everybody, the links for Movies with Ryan are down below in the description. One thing I got to ask you: did you ever think about naming the channel Movies and Ryan? Because I keep wanting to say that, and
I thought about because I usually watch 2 movies on a movie on Friday, 2 movies on Saturday. I thought about 2 movies before midnight. But then there was cereal at midnight and stuff like that. And I'm very, very fond of Kiss, Keep It Simple, Stupid. So I just said Movies with Ryan.
Yeah.
Plain as can be.
Yeah. I thought about changing my name to just Ken Movies or something.
Kenny Levels. Kenny Levels.
Kenny Level Movies. Kenny loves Levels movies. Something like that. But yeah, Movies with Ryan. His links are down below in the description. His YouTube, his Instagram. Do you have a TikTok, Ryan? I don't know if I've seen you over on TikTok yet.
I'm not a talker.
I've done 3 TikToks in the last week. I am on fire right now. I always do that. I'll do 3 in a week, and then I'll just stop. It's too much. TikTok's weird, too. Everybody on there is just different. I don't know. It's weird. But look, let's get into the chat. We got fans of something. I was on their channel last night, so thank you all for being here. Looking forward to this, Ken. Well, thank you for being here. We got 58 people in here currently right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Huck from Huck's Pop Culture Cafe says, all right, another killer stream. We finally get learn everything about Ryan. We're going to break him down. We're going to break him down as a person, his collecting habits. We're also going to go into his personal lives. How many times he's been married, how many kids he got, all that kind of stuff. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to ask any of that. We're not going to ask any of that.
We're going to do my top 32, top 15, or whatever it was in my horror movie.
We're going to make you do your top 150 movies of all time and your top 50 horror films. You don't like horror, though, do you? You hate it. I've heard you say before you hate it. Don't lie to me.
Okay, I hate it. No, it's just not my preferred genre. I do watch some horror, but I'm not one of those people that collect every single horror that comes out. But
Yeah, like me.
I prefer my Asian cinema.
Did you get The Lost Boys? Have you ever
No, I
seen
did
this?
not. I have seen it. I think I'm gonna go grab it this weekend. That and the Poltergeist 4K.
You do like Poltergeist, right?
Yeah, Poltergeist, Exorcist, Carrie, Lost Boys, 30
So you
Days a
like
Night.
you like horror movies. You just like the good ones. You don't like the
Yeah.
cheesy,
Basically.
campy horror films. What's your top 3 horror films off the top of your head?
28 Days Later, 30 Days of Night, and probably the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Oh, so you like those that fast and frantic zombie action?
Yeah.
I know 30 Days of
Yes.
Night is vampires, but it's kind of similar genre. I do love the Dawn of the Dead remake. I do.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah. Chandler, hey Ken and Ryan, how are you doing tonight?
Staying hydrated.
Let's see. Chandler says, if you guys could go back and see any movie in theaters, what would it be and why? I feel like I get this question literally every stream, and I always appreciate it. I appreciate all the questions, but I feel like I always have to come up with a different answer every time as well.
I don't think I seen Back to the Future when it was in the theaters because I grew up in the 80s. So I think I'd want to go see that because I really do like that movie. It's just a great, I think almost perfect movie. So it'd be something to go back and see.
There's a lot of people going to see it. I remember during the pandemic because that's all they were showing was like older movies. I remember several people telling me they saw in the theater, but I never made it out to see a older movie in the theaters. They are showing The Thing, I think, this fall. Are you a fan of The Thing?
Yeah, I like most of John Carpenter's stuff. That Thing is definitely one of the better ones. Big Trouble in Little China is my favorite though.
I watched that for the first time the other day. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Hux Pop Culture Cafe says, I'd love to see Psycho in the theater with all the drama surrounding it. I bet that was quite something for sure. For sure. I wouldn't mind experiencing Halloween.
If they release Psycho today, it would still get the exact same reception that it did back then.
Oh no.
Like the same reaction.
With all the stuff we've gotten since. I can't imagine it would get the same reception. But at the time, it was mind blowing. It was mind blowing for people to see a toilet in the movies back then. There was the first toilet on film. So it didn't take much back then, but sure it was an experience. It's still effective to me now. I just don't know if it would capture the mainstream audience like it did.
Right.
I can see people saying it's slow. Everybody says stuff's slow now. If it doesn't go super, super quick, get to the point.
It's not 15-second clips.
Pretty much. Let's see. Huckin, Chandler going back and forth. Adrian James says, hey, Kenny Levels. What's up, Adrian? Hey, yo, Adrian. Chandler says, also, Ryan, what got you into collecting? Do you have a favorite release in your collection? That's a good question.
Yeah. CDs is actually what got me started. Early 90s, the whole grunge movement. I've got 2 siblings that are 10 and 9 years older than me, so I was forced to listen to their 80s hair bands. They moved out, Nirvana came along. I started collecting CDs. Well, movies followed shortly after, and that was pretty much it. But
what year did you graduate? Did you graduate in the 90s? 98.
Yeah, 98. But my favorite...
You're about the same age as my sister then. My sister graduated in 97, and that's...
Okay. Yeah, my favorite release is definitely my Her One Click, which I know you went round and round about one clicks.
What's a one click?
It is a box that contains 3 things that you can one click buy.
Is that what it is? You just have to one click to buy them all?
Yeah, sort of. That's the reasoning I give it. Nobody's argued me with that, so it's the only thing I can think of.
Have you opened your one click though?
Yes, I have.
And what does it look like? Is it
came
cool?
open. Let me grab it.
Go ahead. Grab your one click. Huck's got the sunglasses. Chandler says, hey, Huck, how are you doing tonight? Doing great, my friend. How about you? Chandler said he's doing good. Ben Buster's here. What's up, Ben Buster? Ooh, Her. That's a great movie.
Yeah. So when I bought it, it comes with 3 editions inside, but the guy was selling a single edition. And when I bought it from him, he was like, I've got the box too. I don't know what to do with it. I was like, I'll buy it from you. So he sold me the one-click box. And then I've got the singular lenticular.
Nice.
So usually they come with a plain slip, a singular lenticular, and then a double lenticular.
Nice.
So there's 3 different editions. They sell them separately, and then you can buy a one-click box, which is like super limited. I think this is, out of 600 on the one-click boxes.
Yeah. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Probably not since it first came out. But you know how much I paid for her? $1 at the Dollar Tree. So probably my best Dollar Tree find.
This was not $1. That is for sure.
No, $1, one click. Chandler says, "Hey Ben Buster." Everybody's saying, "Hey Juice." Movie Hunter 2020 series says, "Eating everybody, smash that like button."
That's the steelbook king right there.
Smash it. He is. He has every steelbook ever made, right? Isn't that the
every
myth?
US? No, he's got every USA release. Yes.
Now, has he proven that? I need to see that on Instagram, or I don't believe it. Movie Hunter, show it. Show them all.
Yeah, he should do a movie steelbook a day. See how long that takes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hollow Note says, "Hey, Movie Hunter, good day today on the racks. A lot of older steels restocked. Our stores only got 2 steels of the new ones." Anthony Monstrani's here. What's up, man? Says, hanging out with you guys for a bit until I watch the new episode of House of the Dragon. Have you been watching House of the Dragon, Ryan?
I haven't even watched Game of Thrones. I really don't. I know. I don't get to watch much TV. If our TV is on, it's on Coco Melon or the Bubble Gnomes or some kiddie show for my daughter.
The Bubble Gnomes.
Yes.
I don't think I've
seen
that one.
We learn how to cook.
I don't think I've seen that one. House of Dragon's pretty good, but yeah, you need to watch Game of Thrones before that.
Yeah.
Although it's not required. House of Dragon's a prequel, but it's still, it would still help with understanding stuff. Brett Medicine's here. Says, hi, everyone. Tim Talkies is in the house with his hot takes tonight. I could. Was you in that stream last night over on Bob's Blu-rays channel?
I caught like the last 30 minutes of it.
Man, those guys were in there. They were throwing out all kinds of BS. Tim hates Mandy. Tony hates Nicolas Cage. Sue hates everything that I love. And then
Dell lynched.
Dell threw out the most controversial opinion I've ever heard in my life when he said he hates Home Alone. Who does that?
Dell, apparently. And then Derek almost got lynched about a Scream take.
Did he say he didn't like Scream?
I
get it. If you say Scream's overrated, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. It is a little overrated, I think. I like Scream 2 better, to be honest. James is here. What's up, James? Says, hello, Ken, Ryan, and everybody. This is going to be a fun stream. Watching Poltergeist 4K as well. You're watching Poltergeist 4K and us at the same time? You're going to get scared, James. You're going to get scared. I watched Poltergeist in 4K last night. It looked damn good.
That's what I've been hearing, that it actually looks really, really good.
Ooh, so yeah. I'm going to review it, so I won't gush about it fully yet, but it's something. It's something else. They did a good job. They did that in Lost Boys Justice. Like Warner Brothers did a great job. Good. Both of them. Howdy, folks. Happy classic 80s horror release day. Yes. Got two classics today, for sure. Lapkey Vision Film says, what's up, fam? What's up, man? Solid Call 88's here. Oh, Dell's here. There he is.
Yep.
There's the Home Alone hater.
And he hasn't even seen Home Alone 2.
You need to watch Home Alone 2.
That's an injustice there.
I will say the reason he gave for not liking it was pretty hilarious when he was talking about how could a TV have sound good enough to make the burglars think the gunshots are real. I was like, damn it, you got a point. That's not the point. Damn it. You're supposed to suspend a little belief there. That's okay, Dell. I still love you. Let's see. Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. Thank you so much, Lapkey. Silver Bullets in the chat. What's up, man? Let's see. Della Movies, how's it going? Hello, Mid-Level Media, says Deadpool Fanatic. Well, hello to you. Mode made it on time. Well, thank you for being here, being chilly. Hux Pop Culture Cafe says, Ryan, I thought for sure you were going to do a pit take.
I think that was supposed to say spit take, maybe?
A spit take?
Yes.
What's a pit take? Tell us what a pit take is, Huck. Curious to hear. Like buttons. Fish the Film Collector series says, hey, James, Huck, Hollandell, and Tim. Loving the Crow shirts. When are we going to get that Crow on 4K? Is Criterion the one to do it?
I think Arrow or Scream Factory. I guess Arrow would do the UK version, and Scream Factory would probably do the American version.
You think?
I don't know if we're ever going to get one. I've got a Japanese rescan. It's a 4K scan that looks really good compared to our Blu-ray. But
is it Lionsgate that owns the rights to The Crow?
I think so. Maybe.
I just know they came out with a retro VHS slipcover.
Yeah, and it is
most
not
of those
the
were Lionsgates.
Yeah, because it was not a Mill Creek. It was
it wasn't Mill Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a Lionsgate 4K Steelbook would be awesome. That's what we need. Yeah, luckily we're getting the Reservoir Dogs 4K Steelbook and a slipcover because they revealed the slipcover today as well.
And I've got the Mondo version Steelbook of that one, so I don't think I'm going to upgrade to that, but I'm definitely buying the Pulp Fiction one whenever they come out with that.
Yeah, that's I think they took that off the slate. Like it was on for November, and then they took it off. I have no idea why.
Somebody posted earlier, I think maybe it got moved back to December. I don't remember.
Could have. I wish they would go ahead and just release like Jackie Brown 2 and then Kill Bill. But I don't know. Maybe Kill Bill early part next year. Let's see. Love The Crow. Everybody loves The Crow. People are going to freak out when that gets announced for 4K for sure.
That is my #1 movie, my favorite movie of all time.
Is that it? I have not seen it in such a long time. I got the VHS tape, but I haven't watched that in a long time. Probably since I was like 12 or something. It's the last time I seen it. But I do remember liking it. I just remember it being very dark.
Dark movie. And that's why I'm hoping if they do come off the 4K, it's a complete new transfer, and they can definitely make that black pop out and look a lot better.
And the whole myth behind, or not myth, but the whole thing with Brandon Lee and stuff just made it even more kind of eerie. And let's see. I might watch Poltergeist 2 for the first time. Have either of you seen the sequel? Have you seen Poltergeist 2?
No, I have not.
I'll say this. It's probably got one of the scarier looking villains in a horror movie with the Reverend Cain. But the movie itself is not as good as the first one. Not by a long shot. But
maybe I may have seen that when I was younger.
Yeah, have you seen creepy old Reverend Cain before?
I think so. Actually, I think so.
Yeah, he's pretty damn creepy. Lewis Gill says you got this. Ryan, who's your favorite Japanese director? Yeah, you are big in the Asian cinema, correct?
Yes.
See, a lot of us in the film community, the Blu-ray community, we like movies. Ryan likes films, world cinema. He is a man of taste. So yeah. Let him hear
it. As far as my Japanese directors, that's specific. So old school Akira Kurosawa, new school Takashi Miike, hands down. If we just want to go general Asian, I don't remember his name, but it's the guy that's done Park Chan-wook, Old Boy, Vengeance Trilogy, stuff like that. He's probably my favorite overall Asian total.
Yeah. What has he done more recently? I feel like I've seen one of his movies. Did he do that JSA movie?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, I've seen that. That was a good movie. I watched that a couple years ago when The Arrow came out. Yeah, I haven't seen enough Asian cinema. That's one area I need to dive into. That is one area. I do like Bong Joon-ho movies.
Bong Joon-ho's really good too. I'm glad Okja finally got an actual release.
But Kurosawa, I do have a few of his movies. I have not watched any of them. I haven't watched Seven Samurai or Ryon. Those might be the only two I have. But that Steelbook was awesome. I haven't seen the movie, but that Steelbook was something else.
That Steelbook was great.
What is your favorite foreign horror flick? Says Della Movies.
He's getting really specific with the horror questions. What is the vampire one? Let the Right One In? Because there was the remake. The remake was Let Me In? And
Let the Right One In. You're right.
Yeah, the Swedish one. Yeah, that one's really good.
Swedish. Yeah, I'd say my favorite, foreign cinema is probably Italian because I know I love spaghetti westerns and giallo. So, favorite foreign horror movie for me would probably be Dario Argento's Deep Red.
See, I've never seen a giallo, never seen any Argento or Fulci or any of that.
I'd recommend it. I think you might like some of their stuff. I turned James on to Argento a little bit, and he's been enjoying himself.
I know
with the Tenebrae and Deep Red. Those are his best.
somebody recommended Zombie. I should watch that since I like the Dawn of the Deads and all that.
Yeah, from what you said of your favorite horror movies, you seem to like zombie movies. I think you'll really love Zombie. That's a cool movie for sure. And Blue Underground, that 4K transfer they did is out of this world. Awesome. Hux Pop Culture Cafe says, Ryan, love those Steelbook days. You have an amazing collection, and they are a blast to see.
They're expensive.
Yep. You have a lot of really cool steelbooks that I haven't seen before. Like almost every time you post a steelbook, it's something I've never seen. It's not the mainstream stuff that comes out every week.
I do a lot of importing. I mean, I get stuff from Zavi, from Germany, from Korea, Japan, and stuff like that. So,
do you do that just because you like the design work on those better, or just it fits more with your style and your collection and stuff?
Usually, it's because the American ones are getting better with like the Lions Gates and the slips and that, but generally overseas ones, they've got more embossing, debossing. They're usually more to it, like, special boxes, hard slips, stuff like that. There's just more to it with the foreign market. America is lacking severely in their steelbook market.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully they're turning it around a little bit, because I noticed, with the Lions Gates and stuff, they're improving on the packaging, and other people have been taking note of that as well, like Paramount, and I forget who else just released a steel book with a slipcover. I know Paramount did it with Event Horizon, and they've got a couple more coming out, but somebody else recently did one as well. That was pretty cool. Can I remember that? Della Movie says, still here, Walter, and eating pizza. You hate pizza, Del.
It is National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
I had no idea. I had mozzarella cheese sticks and spaghetti for dinner tonight. No pizza. Mika's here. What's up, Mika? She's laughing. She's laughing at Del. B&. Chili says, killing some emails, scrolling through the Hamilton book catalog, kicking back with a mango smoothie, watching some kick-ass movie collectors. I'll say it. You didn't type it, but I'll say it. Let's see. Oh my God. My eyes.
Yes.
He had to do it. Oh my God. That is the ugliest background I've ever seen in my life.
There's her stupid pouty face.
I can't see it. Go over a little bit more. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid and pouty. She's the worst. You don't even have her best movie up there. Fighting with My Family.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only movie she's decent in. Decent. I'll give her that.
I tried to watch that movie and I just could not get into it. I'm not a big wrestling fan. I used to back in the 80s. Loved it. But then there was just something about it. I couldn't get into it.
Well, she was playing a wrestler that, to be honest, like I was never a fan of. Like I didn't really like her all that much. But the movie itself was good. I liked the performances and stuff in it. It was better than it should have been. So
I'll be honest. I mean, she looks great. I think she's gorgeous and all that. But I mean, I really only like her in Midsommar and Black Widow. I love her as whatever her Scarlett Johansson's sister.
Yeah, like I just love her. Those are the two movies I hate her in the most. Little Women, she's real annoying and pouty, but I really like that movie a lot.
I think annoying and pouty is her thing.
Yeah, just maybe she'll grow out of that someday and she'll actually become a good actress, live up to the hype, but I don't see it happening. People will realize she sucks eventually. Ken's new channel name, Mr. Ken Cool, too cool to love the Lost Boys. There we go. I get on, I review these movies, and if I don't give them glowing reviews and say it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life, I hate it. It's not true. I thought it was okay. I had fun with it. I
haven't seen The Lost Boys since probably around when it came out on VHS. So I'm going to upgrade to the 4K and rewatch it. So,
ooh, picture, it's crisp. It looks good. Okay. There should be no controversy about The Lost Boys. No controversy. It's great. But the movie itself, it was fun. But it's just one of those movies that everybody hypes up so much. When you're done watching it, you're like, yeah, it was fun. I don't see how it's in anybody's top 10 movies of all time, but it's a good movie. It's fun to watch. I could see it growing on me over time. Let's see. Laren is here. What's up, Laren? How you doing, man? I know he was from the stream I was in last night. Culture Trini says, get the pen and paper ready. What is he referencing there? What's culture
I
trend?
think he's wanting you to write down some Asian titles.
For Asian month. I'm gonna plan that for January. That's gonna be my Western month in 2023. It's gonna be Asian month. I'm gonna dive into some. Now, is it okay to just say to put a blanket over all of Asian cinema, or can I dive into Japanese or South Korea or
I mean, those really
Chinese,
there is some
India,
Chinese stuff.
Bollywood stuff?
I wouldn't go Bollywood. I would keep it like South Korea, Japan, China. If you're going to go with China, you're going to get a lot more martial arts stuff.
Yeah,
Really, I mean, like the
that's
Jet
Kung
Li
Fu
stuff and
month.
Jackie. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
I'd start with Akira Kurosawa, Seven Samurai, Ryan. If you don't want to watch a samurai movie, watch Akiru. That's just an awesome life story movie from him.
I feel like I like all that stuff. I mean, I love Kill Bill, and that's pretty much he just ripped off. What was that movie y'all were talking about, like
Lady,
Lady Snowblood or
Lady
something?
Snowblood. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I would like it. I feel like I would.
Up
I've said, is Battle Royale
there.
Japanese?
Yes,
Okay, so
that's
that's
by
probably the first.
Fukasawa.
It's probably the first Japanese film I'd ever seen. I watched that back when it came out. Hey Adrian, doing well. Just wrapped up a movie, of course. How you doing? Gus is here. What's up, Gus? Everybody's still saying hey to each other. How far behind it? Damn, I'm already 20 minutes behind. Levels up and bad guy Rye. Bad guy Rye, huh? Is
Yeah,
that your name at the movie
yeah,
collection? By
because
the
I
way,
make fun of Superman all the time when he's around.
that's
Superman
because
is just
Superman's not that good.
no, he's not. He's too perfect.
I
Too
hate
perfect.
I hate to say it, Cal, but it's true. You know it. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I like Man of Steel, but Superman purists don't like that iteration of Superman.
I didn't mind Man of Steel. I thought it humanized him and made him more likable. But overall, I
Yeah,
just don't like Superman itself is just a bland character. Oh
yeah,
no, he can turn back time. Oh no, he can jump over buildings. Oh no, he's got to fix this problem. He can magically do it.
yeah. I mean, there's
Whatever.
something to say for somebody that's so powerful, and the restraint that they have to have in certain situations
Yeah.
to wield that power. Can be interesting. I just haven't. To be honest, I haven't seen the Christopher Reeve ones, so I really can't say anything about it.
I think
haven't
I seen
seen
the
it.
one that had the 3 leather-clad people in it, whichever one that is.
You probably saw the Richard Pryor one,
Probably.
or or the Quest for Peace. Isn't that the fourth one? I heard 3 and 4 is not good.
Yeah, I just remember watching as a kid and it was not good.
Yeah. Great horror selections from Horror Ryan. I love a good zombie movie. Watched Cliffhanger for the first time yesterday. It was a really good action flick. What surprised me was that the goons and the main bad guy were actually competent. Cliffhanger is great.
Yes. Yes, it is. Actually found that at Big Lots for like $3 on 4K. It was
You did. I
weird.
saw everybody showing that off when they were finding it there, and I kept running to my Big Lots. Am I going to find Cliffhanger too? Never did. Never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those movies I watched because I used to love those kind of movies when I was a kid. I always loved like Broken Arrow and all the action movies back then. So I was like, why have I never watched Cliffhanger? This like fits right in with all those movies. I don't like anything from Zack Snyder.
Sucker Punch.
I have not seen Sucker Punch.
A lot of people hate on it, but I think it's just visually, it's really cool.
Yeah, I have not seen that movie, so I can't hate on it. But I know that it didn't look good enough for me to ever feel like I needed to see. But I'll watch it at some point. Thanks for the stream, Ken, and hello, Ryan, says Walter Jones for movies. Yeah, definitely check Ryan out. I got his links down below. If y'all, this is your first time seeing Ryan, subscribe to his channel right away. Do it. Do it now. Let's see.
Guess I should have checked my subscriber count before we started this.
I'm going to check it right now. I'm going to hold these people accountable. You should be at 1,000 subscribers before we get off this stream tonight. Damn it.
I wish. Yeah, that's one thing when I got into YouTubing. I actually got into it to get on a battle. I wanted to do a battle and I wanted to keep it simple, just a video a week. I wasn't looking to explode or get a bunch of subscribers and that. Everybody I've met in the community has been great. And it's just a good time talking to people about movies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lewis Gill says Devil's Nightmare, Rude for Satan, and The Devil's Plaything. Poltergeist is pretty funny. The mosquito bite part knocking on that dude door. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I laughed at that last night too. I didn't laugh at that.
And as a kid, I know a lot of the younger people nowadays don't know about it, but as a kid, watching Poltergeist was scary. And then you fall asleep with the TV on. You wake up at 3 in the morning and the fuzz is on there because TVs didn't stay on all night.
Yeah, that family never wanted to turn the TV off.
Yeah,
never did. They can never do it. But yeah, no, I remember that when the the national anthem would play, and
yep,
I'm like, but damn, now I can't. Now there's nothing to watch on TV. I guess I got to go to bed. Unless I got to play a VHS tape or something. Eddie's Films and Stuff is here. What's up, Eddie? How you doing? Question: What got you into Asian cinema? What was your first purchase into that world? Says Ben Buster.
Karate. It started with Karate Kid. I remember seeing that in the movie theaters, and I really wanted to do karate. And then at Jackie Chan, Police Story 1 came out. Yeah. And then I think my first purchase was a bootleg copy of Hard Boiled, which is a John Woo, Chow Yun-Fat movie. And that's kind of what got me into it. As a kid, I just never was interested in horror. Like I laughed at Jason. I thought he was just kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, a couple friends had watched it with the sound off, and it's just hysterical. Well, it's not hysterical, but it's funny. So I never got into that. So the Karate Kid and then Jackie Chan and getting to everything else is kind of what really got me moved that direction.
Yeah, I need to check out some more like classic Jackie Chan stuff.
Yeah.
I've only seen Rush Hour and Shanghai Noon.
Yeah. I've got that Eureka. What is it? I just said it. Police Story 1, 2, and 3 in the mail. I'm waiting for it to get here.
Is that the 4K?
Yeah, I think it comes out next week, but everybody's getting their pre-orders now.
Yeah. Let's see. What movie has a significant memory attached to it? Says Dying Breed. Oh, there's a lot of movies. A lot of movies for sure.
Yeah. The Crow for me, definitely. I mean, that was like my first movie I seen multiple times in the theater. Of course, Brandon Lee dying. I loved Bruce Lee. So that really, I remember going there. There was a record store by our theater. We go to the record store, hang out, go to the movie theater, watch the movie, go back over to the record store, that. And then probably actually E.T. I know it's one of your favorite movies, but I remember seeing that in the theater and being scared to death.
It scared me when I was a kid too.
House.
Yeah, it scared me when I was a kid also. Because I remember I watched Mac and Me and E.T. when I was a kid. All the time. I loved both of them.
Yeah.
But I always watched them as they were like the same in quality. I didn't recognize one was better than the other until I got a little bit older. And yeah, Mac and Me was always funner for me to watch because it didn't have the scary parts of like the E.T. jumping out of the fields.
Yeah.
It was scary.
He's dying.
Yeah, a lot of dark stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
But I love E.T. I need to get some of those everybody's showing off E.T. toys and Pops, and I think those are all starting to come out, so I need to grab some.
I'm excited for that steelbook they just released too. It actually looks pretty decent compared to what we've had.
The Target exclusive?
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to get. I'll probably get that lunch box because I really do want to take that to work. I'm going to pack my lunch in it. Hopefully it'll fit everything. Big Trouble in Little China is the bee's knees. Yes. Yeah, that was fun. I would love to have seen Creature from the Black Lagoon when it was first released. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
He's going all the way back to the 40s. On Friday the 13th, Part 3. Huck, didn't you see a re-release of Psycho at the Egyptian Theater in 2010? He might have, but damn, how do you know Huck's viewing habits back in 2010 and what he saw in the theater? He knows Huck very well. I think he was talking about wanting to be back in that specific year to watch it for the first time.
Yeah.
Re-releasing Poltergeist in theaters this next week for anniversary. Nice.
See, my theater, we've got AMC here and Showplace Cinema, and I feel like neither one of them really do. They do Saving Private Ryan once a year.
Yeah,
but they really don't do any other old movies. It seems like, unless I'm just completely missing it on their apps or something.
Yeah, my wife and I went to go see Pearl the other night, the theater we go to. It's not like a big chain, but they were advertising showing the Lord of the Rings trilogy and a bunch of movies for the fall, The Thing, and I forget what else. I don't think it was Harry Potter or something else, but I just never go to any of those. I can barely make it to the theater to see like a new movie, so it's like I can't.
Yeah.
Even though I want to go see The Thing, it's like it's just not going to happen. But Poltergeist is like talking about Poltergeist, like that movie. It's a scary movie, but it feels like a big like spectacle Steven Spielberg movie production as well when you're watching it. So I imagine it probably does look pretty great on the theater screen. Mel's in the house. What's up, Mel? Says hello there, party people. Kenny Levels, you should be ashamed of yourself. Movies and Ryan, good to see you up there. Good to see you up in the hot seat. Why should I be ashamed of myself, Mel? She must have watched my Lost Boys review.
I would love to have like an eighth of the energy she has.
It would be nice. It would be nice. Ashamed of me? I like the Lost Boys. Damn. Let's see. Everybody saying hey to each other. Mika's there. Will you be watching Werewolf by Night?
Is that the new one that just came out?
I think it's a Marvel show or movie. I actually thought it was.
Yeah. I did. Okay, I did see
it
the
looked
trailer.
Interesting.
Yeah, is it a tie-in to the MCU or is it just its own?
I think so.
Okay.
My general rule of thumb is though, if it says Disney Plus down in the corner, I usually don't watch it because
I haven't caught. I don't think I haven't watched Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, or She-Hulk yet.
Did you watch any of those? Any of the shows?
Up to I think Hawkeye was the last thing we watched.
All right, you're one ahead of me, and Loki was the last one I watched.
Loki was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I thought I liked it when I watched it, but it was kind of boring. I don't know. MVD Blue Underground sale. Yeah, have you bought any Blue Underground titles? You can get Zombie right now for pretty cheap. I think it's like $17 or $20.
I've got Final Countdown. That's the only one. I mean, I'll probably end up picking up Zombie at some point, but Final Countdown's like one of my all-time favorite 80s sci-fi movies.
That's a great movie. It's funny because when I got that, I didn't know it was a sci-fi movie. I just thought it was like a war film. I didn't recognize, I guess, the portal on the front cover. Yeah. And then I watched it, and I'm like, what the hell is going on in this movie? But yeah, that's a good movie.
Not that it's an interesting fact. My last job, I actually worked with a guy that worked on that ship. He was in the Navy, and he was on the Nimitz. And they had like a little memorabilia room that had like pictures and stuff from that movie in it. It was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, that was a great movie. And the 4K, you got the 4K, right? That's one of the best ones that came out last year.
I've just got the Blu-ray. I need to upgrade to the 4K. I just can't justify spending $40 for an upgrade.
Damn, is that still 40?
I don't know what is on the sale. I know the cheapest I've seen it lately has been like.
You said you 42. Just got it in though?
What's that?
You said you just bought it?
No. I was pricing it the other day because I was thinking about upgrading. But with the sale, I don't know what it is on the sale right now.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Blu-ray, but I do know that 4K looked pretty incredible.
The Blu-ray, I haven't watched the Blu-ray yet. It's supposed to be a significant upgrade. So
yeah, it's probably pretty good too. It's probably pretty good. My Killer Podcast. I watched your interview with KB Loves Movies. Mel was on KB's channel. I think I missed that.
That was the other day.
Yeah, I'll have to go check it out. Just enjoying some Sonic and this awesome live stream. Now, y'all eating good out there. Y'all eating good. Were the extras at all useful and one of those digital codes expires soon? Let's see. Ron, do you have a favorite boutique label? Says Walter Jones for movies.
I would say Criterion. But ever since I know, you were on James's Arrow live stream for newbies earlier this year, and Arrow has been stepping it up, and Second Sight is coming up really, really close now too. They've been putting out some great stuff.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something, because I hear a lot of people say Second Sight's their favorite. Does volume of what this, boutique label puts out have anything to do with your decision making on if it's going to be?
No.
Like if they only put out 2 releases a year?
No,
it wouldn't affect you as long as they're the best of the best.
Yeah, quality of packaging and the movies they choose. If this, Monsters, it's a good movie.
I wish they would have done a 4K with that.
But like a lot of the for steelbook collectors, a lot of the boutique labels, especially the higher end ones, like Sign Museum and Wheat and Bluefins and stuff like that, they can only put out like 4 a year. So, and they're super limited. If you're not in a group buy, you're not getting one. So frequency really doesn't matter to me. It's about their presentation and the movies they do choose.
Yeah, that's how it should be. I guess in my mind, though, I'm always hard to be like, well, Arrow's doing all this stuff and Scream Factory's doing all this stuff. So it's hard for me to think about Second Sight as being my favorite because they've only had 2 movies that I've really liked this year, The Witch and Drive. But they really knocked those out of the park, and they're like probably the 2 best releases that's come out all year, or at least in my top 5. So
my
I don't know.
drive set's behind my microphone. That drive set is so nice.
Yeah, did you get the full big box set and everything?
Oh yeah.
I almost passed out when I got that thing in the mail. Damn.
You know, though, I will say,
did you get the Guest last year too?
No, I'm going to go back and buy that.
Have you ever seen that movie? That is a great movie. Great movie. It's in the same line as Drive. I would say very similar. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say I've got just the standard Blu-ray of it. Of course,
somebody's
gonna make fun of me for not having the slip.
Watch that thing. I was lucky to get the slipcover. I found it at Half Price Books for $6, and then I found out once I brought it home, I was like, "Hey, how'd you get the slipcover? That thing, nobody can find that slipcover." But now I imagine nobody cares about it because they got that 4K.
But like, we're talking about frequency, like Imprint. I like Imprint too. They're a high volume.
Yeah.
And I think they shot from like, they were like at 110 at the beginning of the year. Now they're up to like 180 something. But they just
when they come out with stuff, they come out with like 10 things at once.
Yeah. But they put out a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah. That's what I always think about, like what gets me the most excited. Like what movies are they putting out? Because Criterion, I get excited for some Criterion stuff, but every month they announce things. It's like, I've never heard of this movie. I'm sure it's great, but just it's not something that's going to like get me excited. I don't know. I wish they would always have like one big marquee title that would sell the month. But they've been doing a pretty decent job with that this year, I think.
Yeah, I've been surprised with several titles they put out. Like
Malcolm X is a huge title to come out. And, but the December announcements weren't that exciting. Cooley High looks like it has potential, but I don't really know too much about it.
I've never seen it, but it's a Spike Lee joint, or it's a Spike Lee movie, I guess.
Is it a Spike Lee movie?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Nice.
And I pick up everything he does. I think, even though he's a little erratic, I think he's a really good director.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X are probably 2 of the best movies for sure. Let's see. What do we got here? Mika says our Dollar Tree has nothing. I'm sorry, dude. Mine will be like that sometimes too, though. I bought the Black Hole Blu-ray. Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. Sorry, I missed your live stream this morning. Oh, damn, I missed your live stream too, Huck.
No, I was completely wrong with that. That is not Spike Lee. I don't know why I thought it was Spike Lee.
When was the movie made? Was it 80s?
If it's the one that I'm looking at right now, 75.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why did the cover of it look like that? When they showed the cover on it and announced it, it looked like Spike Lee was on the front.
It did look like Spike Lee. It looked like his character from Do the Right Thing. Ben, what's up? Do you ever buy review movie copies of flea markets? I found Macbeth Apple TV exclusive on DVD for $1. Nice. Nice.
I've never seen e-screeners when I've been out thrifting. But if I did find some stuff that did not have a Blu-ray release, I would pick it up.
Yeah. I don't think I have either. House of Dragon is so good. It is, James. It is. Maybe the 4K will be released because it was bare bones. Mika says Bob Streams was awesome. It was controversial. I know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Bob's going to have to take that stream off of the YouTube. It's too high for YouTube. Too high. Poltergeist 4K looks excellent. It does. High hard copy. Let's see. Dave Janes is here. Picked up a media book Blu-ray of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 over the weekend. Nice. Nice. Do you like the Ghostbusters movies?
I do. I haven't watched Afterlife yet. I keep telling myself to watch it. And I haven't done it. I think the first one is probably my favorite out of the, I guess, technically 4. I don't really count the reboot.
You didn't like the 2016 one?
I know what they were going for. Like I just
That's top 4 for me.
I
Firmly my
think they
number 4.
tried to cram way too much stuff in there, and it made the movie bad.
I haven't seen it since the theaters, but I remember watching it, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't good, but it's not terrible. It's just
Yeah.
kind of mediocre."
And I like the comedians in it. I mean, they're all funny on their own. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Problem is you can't recreate that cast
No,
in the
no.
original too. It's like, so don't try. And that's what the new one did right. Like they didn't try to recreate, like they just didn't put like 4 guys in Ghostbuster suits. They focused a story on kids and a different story, and that was connected to the older films as well. I heard The Crow's getting a remake. Who should star in it? I thought Jason Momoa was supposed to be in it for a long time.
God, I hope not. I hate Jason Momoa.
Oh, really? Let me get Jason Momoa in my background.
No, I heard he did test footage, but then I heard Skarsgård was actually considered for it. Which, if it
He'd
was
be good.
Yes, he would be fantastic. Do they need to remake it? No. They need to reboot it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the It movies? I know you don't like horror, but do you like those?
I liked the new ones. The second one was okay. The first one was really good. I really liked Skarsgård. I grew up with Tim Curry.
Me too.
But
I love that one.
I love it, but I think I like the new It #1 just a touch better.
Yeah. I got too much nostalgia for the older ones to put it above it, but it's a situation where they're all great. Like I like every single one of them. I even like the second one. I didn't love it when I first saw it, but I rewatched it at home, and I appreciated it for different things.
Yeah, I need to give it a rewatch because I don't think I was in the mood for it the first time I watched it. It didn't go over well.
It's too long. That's the main problem. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm like, it didn't need to be that long. Let's see. Bob Stream was coming for your favorites, Ken. Hopefully nobody said anything about ET when I got out of there.
It's going to get interesting next week because I know he's starting the Steelbooks versus slipcovers battle.
Oh so my God. I actually think I'm supposed to be a part of that as well.
I am a part of it, I believe.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be there too. So I'll see you again next week. Maybe. Mika says, I'm waiting for my Poltergeist and Lost Boys to come from Zavi.
Apparently, nice. I know Tim got a notification that his was delayed. Hopefully hers hasn't got delayed too.
Probably. If they delayed one, they're probably going to delay them all.
Yeah.
I just got something from Zavi that I forgot I pre-ordered. I literally pre-ordered it in March, and it arrived yesterday. And I was like, it was supposed to come out in July. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm going to unbox it on the channel this week, but it was something I pre-ordered such a long time ago. I was like, I didn't even remember what the hell it was. And I was like, oh, this? Forgot all about this. Now we need The Exorcist on 4K. It would be nice.
Yes. That probably is my top horror movie, The Exorcist.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah.
That's my #1. That movie's scary. Still scary.
Yes.
But next year is the 50th anniversary, so they're gonna release it. It has to be next year. Has to. Poltergeist 4K looks really good. Great picture. Oh yeah. There's do you know about the sticker on there on the Poltergeist? They have like the seizure warning sticker on there.
Oh, okay.
The strobe light effect. And I'm like, I've never seen this on any movie before. I don't feel like, and when you open it up, there's a big freaking paper in there that warns you as well. And I was like, why are they putting all these warnings on here? And I watched it last night. I was like, holy shit. Like when it gets to that one sequence where the screen's flashing, like with that 4K, like the contrast is so like dense. The black levels are so dense that it really like that strobe light is like, it's nuts. It's crazy. Like I thought I was going to have a seizure just watching it, and I'm not epileptic at all.
Do they still run the warning in the actual movie too? Or
I don't know if they do it in the movie, but it's like I've watched the movie on VHS, I've watched it on DVD, and I've watched it on Blu-ray, and I've never remember it being like that before. Okay. So there's something with that 4K that just made it much more pronounced.
Because with the TV, they always run the the disclaimer that flashing lights may do seizures or whatever. So that's interesting. They put a sticker on it.
Oh yeah, they had the sticker. They had the big thing on the inside. But yeah, when the girl's like crawling down the bed to the TV, like when she's first trying to make contact, it's like it's nuts. No one should star in a Crow remake. Leave it alone. Yeah. Are you of that mindset that they shouldn't remake stuff, or are you a fan of remakes? The occasional remake, if they do it right.
The occasional, because I mean, I've watched some remakes I think were better than the original, but
But do you think they should do it if you already consider a movie perfect, in your opinion? What reason is there to do a remake, or what reason is there that you would want a remake?
there's really not. I'm on the bandwagon that they really need to come up with new ideas, but there's just so many movies being pumped out. Well, it's slowed down the last few years because of COVID, but we're getting movies left and right, and there's not any original ideas really coming out. I mean, like one out of every 30, 40 movies, maybe like a original idea. Like I haven't watched X yet, and I'm X and Pearl, and then I guess whatever the third one. People's been raving about that's really good. And
knowing your film watching sensibilities, I don't know how much you would like X, because that's more of like cheesy slasher type movie. I think you would actually really, really love Pearl, though. I think you would really
I've
love
got X
Pearl.
back here. It's A24. I collect all the A24s. I'll watch it eventually.
Yeah, same here. I liked X, but I thought that was a little too overhyped. But it's like, if you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you might like it pretty good. I don't know if you're a fan of that movie or not. But Pearl, like Mia Goth, is like, that's one of the best performances I've seen. It won't be nominated for an Oscar because it's horror, but like it should, honestly. Like, it's one of the best performances I've seen in a horror movie. She was great. Let's see. Erroneous on all counts. Scream is not overrated. It's perfectly rated. Yeah, I think that, recently with the new Scream coming out, people are kind of overhyping it a little bit. But I loved it when I was a kid.
I remember seeing it in the theater, and it was genuinely scary. And I went to go watch it because of Drew Barrymore. Of course, she gets killed in the first 15 minutes.
And it was,
spoiler if nobody's seen it.
It was a big deal when it came out. Like, everybody was talking about that movie. And it was a cool movie. It's a cool movie. It's also scary. And I remember seeing Scream 2 in the theater too. Scary. Hellraiser trailer has come out. Have you seen it, Ken? I have not. Are you a fan of Hellraiser?
No, not really. It's just the sadomasochist stuff's not really my cup of tea, but I did watch the trailer. It looks cool. Yeah. Somebody had it on their Instagram story, and
I haven't watched it.
It looks promising.
I haven't watched it. I met Daniel Stern. He played Marv in the Home Alone movies. He signed my DVD cover of City Slickers. Also met Tim Curry from Home Alone 2. We have a photo together. Nice.
That's cool.
Who's in that photo with you right there?
See, Michael Bloodstein. I've seen him in your chat a few times. He's got I believe, a very large autograph collection, doesn't he?
I think he has said that before. I think he has actually said that before. Now you say that. Yeah, I've not seen the trailer. I don't know if I'll watch it or not. I don't know. I'll probably end up watching it when my wife and I do our stream. Anyone here seen Sandler on his new tour? Got our tickets and ready to laugh our butts off. The Under His Nutsack tickets are crazy expensive. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know Sandler was going back out on tour.
Yeah, if you want to get seats right underneath his nutsack, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. It is. The Crow is owned by Miramax Paramount. Okay. Deep Discount had great Steelbook sale. Did you order anything? I did not. Did you?
No, I ordered a bunch of just random single stuff on I think a video or two ago, but nothing. My Steelbook habits, if it's a new release, like today, Lost Boys and Poltergeist, I thought about getting the Steelbooks, but I'm being more selective. I'm being more selective of my Steelbooks. I'm running out of room, and I'm actually kind of transitioning my collection around a little bit, getting rid of some of my Steelbooks and switching over to other copies or whatever. But I really like the Lost Boys slipcover more than I like the Steelbook.
Yeah, I mean, some people, I think I'm with you on that. I mean, the Steelbook was okay. I'm not a huge Steelbook collector. It has to be the right kind of artwork for me. But I hated the Steelbook on the Poltergeist. I thought that looked awful.
I did not care for that at all.
The slipcover's pretty decent on that one. But
I seen this question a minute ago and I was looking it up.
Are you looking forward to anything? Paranormal Activity box set, maybe?
No. In Bruges 4K comes out, I think, next week.
That is next week. Yeah. That and Evil Dead 2013.
Yes. The Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, I'm a Marvel boy, so the Steelbook definitely. And there was something coming out next month. Oh, the Fright
Marvel's
Night.
been doing some trash steelbooks, though, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with them. Like their steelbooks lately have not been great.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness was a little better. It wasn't just a generic poster picture. And then Love and
Yeah.
Thunder doesn't look bad. But then, yeah, next month you got Fright Night 4K coming out, Army of Darkness, the Catch Me If You Can Steelbook, the Dracula Steelbook.
I
There's a few
wish they
things coming
did
out.
Catch Me If You Can on 4K. I love that.
Well,
movie.
that's what's going to happen. They're going to release the Steelbook.
Hell
Everybody's going to
yeah.
buy it, and then 4K right afterwards.
Hell yeah. Hey, Paramount supports physical media. They support it so much, so we're willing to release 5 versions of the same movie.
Yeah,
within 5
they're willing
months.
to take your money multiple times.
God bless.
Oh, Tropic Thunder 4K. I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah. I love that movie. Can't wait.
It's a great movie.
When's that? That's October, isn't it?
Yeah, mid-October.
Damn, then
I
it's
think
going to land smack dab in my horror binging. And then I'm going to have to watch Tropic Thunder because it comes out. But there's some horrific gore in Tropic Thunder, though. I can make it work, I guess. Let's see. Tony's here. Tony, the Nicolas Cage hater. He says, I really enjoy Ryan's Steelbook posts each day.
I don't think I've gotten Tony to spend any money on my Steelbook today. I know Tim has bought a couple of Steelbooks after I've shown him.
Yeah, Tim, man, he'll go for it. He'll go for it if you lead him in the right direction. Did you like Pig with Nicolas Cage? Did you watch that one?
Yes, I did. I actually just got a Steelbook of that, and a very, very nice Nova Media Steelbook of that.
Nice. Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, Tony hates it. And I'm calling him out. Damn you,
Yeah.
Tony.
I really was expecting something completely different at the end of it, but just it was very Nick Cage was very subdued and on point, and I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah. Asian cinema is great. The television series are also quite good. Ken, no, you need to watch Kurosawa. I'm going to break into Kurosawa. Like I said, I think I'm just going to do an Asian cinema month.
Just if you decide to watch Seven Samurai, just know it's like 3 hours and 18 minutes long or something like that.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the 4K because Criterion's going to announce a 4K of that one soon. I do have the Blu-ray though. I bought it like in a Criterion sale 2 years ago. It's a great set. Like I love that set.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for those Criterion digibooks. I'll be watching Poltergeist for the first time in 4K. Should I brace myself for it being a PG-rated horror movie? I mean, PG. The thing about PG in the 80s, like pre Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, because that's when they changed. It's basically PG-13, and in some cases, like it could be almost R. Like, and there's a lot of good gore in Poltergeist for sure. So it's definitely not a tame horror movie.
They didn't have PG-13 until after that, did they?
It was Temple of Doom, and it was something else in '84 that kind of changed their minds on that. I mean, Jaws is rated PG, and a freaking kid gets eaten alive in the water, and there's like blood everywhere. So you can do a lot with PG.
Be prepared to be creeped out, is what I would say.
It's a creepy movie. But it's also just a great movie.
Yeah.
Beyond just being, I think it transcends the genre. Ringu would be my favorites. I still have not seen Ringu, but I love The Ring. Like The Ring scared the shit out of me when I saw it in the theaters.
Then Ringu will be right up your alley because it's even better. It's more scary.
Yeah, I need to get it. Doesn't Arrow have a version of that?
They've got a set. I think it's like the 3-movie set.
For sure. He's asking, have you seen any Italian horror at all?
I may have at some point in my life, but I actively have not seeked out or bought or watched any.
Okay. All right. You're saving yourself. The Wailing. I've heard good things about The Wailing.
I own it and haven't watched it yet. It's supposed to be really good.
I have heard good things about it. The end of Poltergeist always reminds me of the Simpson Halloween episode where the house auto destroys itself. I'm pretty sure that's where they got it.
Yeah.
The very ending of Poltergeist, I always forget about it every single time I watch it, but it's a really like funny moment that happens right at the end of the movie where they go into the hotel room and then Craig T. Nelson just takes the TV and puts it out.
Outside.
Takes it out of the room, puts it outside. I'm like, it's
Screw
a
you.
pretty
Get outta
funny
here.
moment to put in there right before the credits roll. Have you seen Three Extremes, another Asian horror movie with 3 different stories being told?
I've never heard of that.
Skull Crusher. I think I've seen that at Big Lots. Toonie. Let's
He's
see.
yelling at him.
Mel, I'm thinking about seeing Pearl tonight after work. I'm excited to watch your review. My Killer Podcast. Yeah, Pearl's good. I would recommend it, Lapke. I think you'll like it. I Saw the Devil, another amazing. I have seen I Saw the Devil. That was a good movie.
Yes, very good movie.
Yeah. Was that who directed that one? Is that the old boy director?
No, it's the other director I like. Who did that?
It's not Bong Joon-ho though, right?
No, Ji Woon Kim.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that
But
movie.
it's got the old boy guy in it, Chin Ming Suk or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was a messed up movie.
Yeah.
He's another one I watched. There was one on Netflix that came out last year or the year before that was pretty good. It was like a Netflix original, and it was an Asian movie. And I watched it for some reason. But it was pretty good.
Okay. Actually, he's done the Three Extremes too. He's did The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, The Bittersweet Life, which is an excellent movie. That's also got the one guy from I Saw the Devil that plays Storm Shadow and the Indian or the Asian in Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Byung Joon Ho, or I can never pronounce their names. As much as I love them, their names are.
You should have that down, man. Come on.
I should.
Somebody on YouTube that can't pronounce names, you shouldn't be on YouTube,
Yeah.
Brian. Come on now.
That's
crazy.
I really should.
Just get off.
I'll delete my page
cancel
now.
your YouTube channel immediately. If you cannot pronounce every name exactly right, just get off.
If I know when I do my,
if you
videos,
haven't seen every single movie ever made, get off YouTube too.
I haven't even seen every single movie on this wall. I usually do like one long take on my videos. I usually don't do a whole lot of cutting, but if I know that I'm going to say something in Asian, I try to say their name before I start taping, so I don't screw it up too bad.
The thing about me is the way my brain works. I can say something. I'll say a name over and over again just to get it right 10 times before I start filming. And when I film, I'll say it wrong every time. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter how many times I know how to say it correct. It just comes out wrong. The Lost Boys had to be their movie. I love it because I grew up with it. Yeah, that's what I said in the review.
Somebody say something about the background earlier.
They love that Florence Pugh. I think that's a big hit with people. I don't know why. I'm over here barfing in my mouth all over the place.
As soon as you asked me to be on the show, I was like, I have to make a Florence Pugh background.
I got to get this trash can in here handy, thankfully. But yeah, pretty bad. Drunken Master 2 for the one Asian month does also the Akira movie. I haven't seen the Akira movie. Do you like anime too?
I like a little bit. As far as the Asian go, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and then I love Gundam Wing and Robotech. I love anything where you're in a mech suit kicking ass. Voltron, the original series and stuff like that. Yeah,
people have been getting on me to do an anime month too. I was like, I just don't know if I could do a whole month of that. I don't know.
No, it would be hard.
I would want to watch those like Studio Ghibli movies and stuff like that.
That would be an easy way to start because I think those are readily available for streaming. I mean,
I think they were all on HBO Max. I don't know if they still are now, but
yeah, a lot of that stuff's hard to find and expensive is what the problem is.
Yeah, I'd want to see like Your Name and some Weathering with You, some other stuff that I've heard people say is pretty good. Let's see. I recommend The Hidden Fortress. That's Kurosawa, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Influenced on Star Wars and George Lucas.
Yep.
I think he was influenced by a lot of his movies, right?
I believe so. Akira Kurosawa has influenced a lot of people. I mean, you get the Magnificent Seven from Seven Samurai, Hidden Fortress, Star Wars.
Superman is way OP in the movies. Batman is more compelling character. James hates Superman too. Confirmed.
Who's your favorite Batman out of all of them?
It's Michael Keaton. It has to be Michael Keaton.
Agree. Now, who's your
I can't
favorite
go
Bruce
against
Wayne?
King. I think Christian Bale is a good Bruce Wayne. I do like Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne. It's just the Batman. His Batman's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I would argue George Clooney. I would argue George Clooney is actually a good Bruce Wayne as well.
Well, people are going to
He's
freak
not a
out
good
over
Batman.
that.
He's not a good Batman. That's not a good movie, but he's a good Playboy Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got a bat card, for Christ's sake.
What does he have? That's in the actual movie, isn't it?
Yes.
that wasn't a commercial. He does play.
I'm pretty sure it was in the movie.
Oh God. I just watched that again like a couple of years ago too. It's still ridiculous.
I watched something really interesting. It was an interview with Pattinson, and he was trying to get his Batman voice down, and he was trying to be whispery.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you got to be more gravelly. And he talked to Christian Bale, and he was like telling him his issue. And Christian Bale was like, yeah, I tried the whispering thing too. It didn't work. And the person played the original Batman trailer, and he definitely does not have the gravelly voice in the original trailer. It's like him speaking really low and soft. And it's just really crazy sounding.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson was pretty good. But I mean, it was just a very different take. I mean, it was a younger Batman, so I can understand it not being like the traditional Bruce Wayne that we're used to. But I thought he was a good Batman. Nobody beats Michael Keaton, though. No. Who are you? Don't kill me. Don't kill me, man. I'm not going to kill you. Why don't you tell your friends about me? I'm Batman. Good. And also, they were on the Batman, God, what is his name? The guy that played Batman in the Lego Batman movies? I think it's Will Arnett.
Yeah, Will Arnett.
He was good too. I mean, I know it's animated, but Kevin Conroy too is a good Batman. Cliffhanger is the bomb. I haven't seen Sucker Punch. I agree with Ken not being interested in seeing it. Broken Arrow's fantastic. Hans Zimmer's score was famously reused in Scream 2. Yes, it was. I thought it was reused in the first one. I thought that was in the first Scream. Maybe it was just in Scream 2. I don't know. Men at Work is coming from MVD. I saw that, but I got my Dollar Tree edition. I don't need that. Okay. Damn, my Police Story pre-ordered. Haven't got shipping notification. Oh.
Yeah, if you ordered it directly from Eureka, it shipped mid last week. I think everybody's been getting them. I've been seeing people post like the last 2 to 3 days. People have been getting them.
Joe Joker says he wants to check out Hard Boiled. It was featured in a few of the top 10 movie shootout videos on YouTube.
It has the longest single take shootout in any movie.
Nice. Alamo Drafthouse Coraline this month. Austin Film Society Vampiros Lesbos next month. Who down? Vampiros Lesbos. Count me in. Sounds like a good date night. 3.5 out of 5 K-Levs. Really? My God, that's good score. That's like a 7.
That's 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's decent.
I couldn't get it up to a 4. I was trying. I was thinking about it. I didn't like it that much. I liked it. I didn't like it that much. I bought Uncle Sam 4K. I didn't buy that one, but I did get the Maniac Cop 1, 2, and 3.
Now, Uncle Sam had the really nice lenticular cover on it, didn't it?
Yeah, I should have got it because I'm probably still in that time. I'm probably still in that window where I could have got that still. But I bought the Toolbox Murders. It says the final countdown of 4K is sold out on their website. I just tried buying it. Damn. People went for that one quick. Yeah.
My FYE's got one copy, and I think they've got like $44.99 or something on it.
God, I don't know why, but that felt like the most expensive Blue Underground. Like it never went down in price. Like I think it was like $50 when it first came out. It's ridiculous.
I think even they had it on Hamilton Book for a very, very short time, and I think they were still asking like $40 or $45 for it.
Yeah, I wonder why it was so expensive. Because God Told Me To came out from them recently, and that was only like $31 or something. That wasn't too bad.
I wonder if maybe the price was inflated because of rights purchasing or something like that, so they had to make their money back, or maybe there was something in the 4K process that just cost an arm and a limb, and they had to make their money back somehow.
Could be. Let's see. I would literally lose my mind if Second Sight did The Crow. That would be awesome.
I could see them doing that.
That would be awesome.
You still haven't seen Rudderless yet, have you? I told you to pick that up that one time.
Was that at Big Lots?
Yeah, Big Lots DVD.
It was DVD, wasn't it? Does it have a Blu-ray?
It's got a foreign release Blu-ray.
Really? What is that about? People playing guitars?
It is a music movie, but
the movie looks so generic when I look at the cover. But literally, you're not the only person I've heard recommend that movie. A lot of people hype that movie up.
So basically, it is a story about a guy that loses his son, and it's tragic, but they don't really delve into it. Well, he finds his son's music. His separated wife gives him like everything that was in his kid's college dorm room, and there's a bunch of music that his son was writing. So he starts playing it. And he meets Anton Yelchin, and they form a band, and they start playing his son's music, and they get some success on it. Well, his son
comes back from the dead.
I wish that'd be funny, but his ex-girlfriend kind of ruins it, kind of tells the secret, and then the floodgates open. And I was crying by the end of this movie. Like, you do not see the twist coming, and it is just a fantastic movie. Wow. And it's William H. Macy's first directing debut. And the music in this is just awesome. It's all actually sung by Billy Crudup and Anton Yelchin.
I like Billy Crudup in that morning show, TV show. But yeah, sounds good. I like movies like that. Is it all like original songs?
Yes.
For the movie? Yeah. Have you ever seen Sing Street?
I own it. Have not watched it yet.
Now that has some of the best original music of any movie. Watch that movie. What is that? The Blu-ray? I thought you were going to pull out some awesome steelbook that I was going to get jealous of.
No, I think that's
the one I have too. No, okay, actually, no, that's not the one I have. I have the one with the white cover.
Yeah, this is a German release.
Yeah. I'll watch Rudderless if you watch that movie. That is one of the best movies in your collection that you've never seen. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I would say I probably haven't seen maybe 60% of my collection.
Okay, so you're with me there. You're with me. You know, life's hard. We're busy. You can't just sit down and watch,
like I said,
movies.
I get to watch movies on the weekend. That's it. Friday night, Saturday night. So whatever I watch is whatever I watch.
Yeah, I can't sleep. That's the only way I can get movies watched anymore. I just literally have to try to hold my eyes open like this as I stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I pass out while I'm watching it. But maybe that's why I didn't like The Lost Boys that much. Put me to sleep. No, I was pretty awake when I watched The Lost Boys. Uncle Sam, that's another one I need too. Damn. Maniac Cop, I did get that one. Got both of those. I don't know if they're worth the upgrade. I haven't seen them.
What is the the damn Hobbit remake? What's his name that plays the Hobbit? Is that just Maniac? Is that the remake?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Maniac? Elijah Wood. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I got that one. About that,
I've been looking to pick that up just because it's Elijah Wood.
No, the one I have is the original. The Blue Underground's the original one. I haven't seen that one, and I haven't seen the remake with Elijah Wood. I don't know if anybody put out the one with Elijah Wood, or if that's just like a regular Blu-ray or something. The best releases for Criterion are in October. I'm grabbing them all. They've got some good ones in October. I mean, Night of the Living Dead and
November is really expensive for me.
Are you a big David Lynch fan? I feel like you like David Lynch.
I am. I've watched probably 2/3 of his catalog. I think I own all of his stuff, and I've watched about 2/3 of it.
Have you seen Lost Highway?
I have not watched Lost Highway. I own it, but I'm going to upgrade to the 4K just because it's Criterion and it's 4K. So it's got Trent Reznor in it. So
yeah, I just I don't know. I couldn't get down with that movie. That was the first one of his I'd ever watched, and it was I don't know, something about his style.
Blue Velvet or Mulholland Drive, one of those two. I think it was Mulholland Drive I struggled with.
Blue Velvet was, I struggled with. I couldn't even watch past 45 minutes of that movie. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch it because I've heard people say you've got to watch it multiple times. You got to watch a dissertation on YouTube how to understand it, what's going on. But
Shouldn't have to watch how-to videos on how
yeah,
to understand a guy's movies. Just make them straightforward. Blue Velvet is probably his most straightforward that I've seen, and it's still really wacky and out there.
he's got 98 credits under his name. Holy crap.
A lot of I think he does a lot of music videos, doesn't he?
Yeah, music
And then
videos.
he's got the TV show, the
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. Yeah. Definitely a hidden gem, and I would be jealous of your second sight release, says Mel. Spike Lee is a great director. I definitely recommend Cooley High. Very good things. Aaron Jez, what was a movie that got you into collecting? Tropic Thunder. Blu-ray collecting, because that was the first Blu-ray I bought on Black Friday.
Man, I vaguely remember like Batman '89 and Dumb and Dumber on DVD. Blu-ray, I really don't remember because I sold off all my DVDs and immediately started transferring over to Blu-ray, which was a mistake because I didn't realize at the time some stuff wasn't released on Blu-ray. But my first steelbooks I ever bought was Kill Bill 1 and 2. I walked into Best Buy to buy a bunch of Blu-rays and they were there. I was like, I'm buying them. I needed them. So
did you get those same ones as I have?
Yeah, it's the one's got the sword through the paper, and then
yeah, they were there when I walked in there too, and I think they were like $8 or something, $8 or $9,
$7.99, I think. Yeah,
very cheap. I was back in the good old days when you could find all kinds of cool stuff in Best Buy.
Yeah, mine's still going pretty decent. Of course, it's the only one because I mean you're only 2 hours away from me. I think there's one in Owensboro,
and you live in Evansville.
Yeah. So there's one in Owensboro, and I think the closest one there would be like Bloomington, maybe, which is like 2.5 hours away, and then Louisville.
Yeah. So you said the one in Evansville is pretty good, huh?
It's got one long row both sides, and it's got like 4 standees, and it's got the new release standee up front. So it's still doing good.
Somebody told me the one right across the bridge from Louisville. I don't know what that is. Is that New Albany?
There's New Albany is west, and then Brownsville is north.
Is there a New Albany Best Buy?
I think.
But somebody was telling me that one was pretty stocked. But it's like I can't drive an hour to 45 minutes to Best Buy or however long it'll take me.
Yeah, because you're on the south side of town, aren't you?
I'm outside of Louisville. Like I don't live in Louisville.
Yeah,
I live in one of the surrounding counties. I'm not going to let anybody know exactly where. But
yeah, I mean, to get around Louisville is just you've got to go all the way around one way or all the way around the other.
Yeah,
it makes long.
It's a pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. Bill took over the new Crow. Oh, that's cool. If he I guess he's officially announced. Maybe the people who made Watership Down also made a dog movie that freaked me out as well.
Oh man, what is the name of that movie? Oh crap.
Laren, the easy answer is I don't own the movie Blood Simple. I love the movie, but I watched it on HBO Max, and for some reason, every time there's a Criterion sale, I don't end up with it. I think actually I had it in the cart on one of the Criterion flash sales, and it has sold out, and I couldn't get it. So I did try to get it one Criterion sale, but I didn't. So that's
Plague Dogs.
I love the movie though.
Plague Dogs. That's the one that he was talking about. I could see the cover. I could see the cover, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Nice.
Blood Simple was good. I just watched that for the first time last year, and I like.
I watched it on HBO Max. I watched it on HBO Max. I love the movie. Loved it. I'm looking forward to the 4K release of No Country for Old Men, which I'm surprised hasn't gotten around to.
Yeah,
I feel like Criterion has to do that. Like they've already done a few Coen Brothers movies. It just feels like one that they would do.
Yeah, and with some of the titles, like Wall-E being announced, and just some of the other stuff that's been announced, I think they're going to really start branching out more,
doing some cool shit.
Yeah,
I mean they've already been doing cool shit. I'm gonna get my OLED TV at some point, man. Some point. But yeah, 13 subs. Yeah, for sure. I think I hit that today. Every time I order from Zavi, I consider myself lucky if I get it within 2 weeks of release date. Why I don't order from Sabe anymore.
I'm on the Steelbook forums on Reddit a lot, seeing what all's out there, and people complain all the time about Zavvi. They do not understand how customs works. It's like customs doesn't care. They get the packages in. They're not the post office. They're there.
Oh,
to
this is a
check stuff
Steelbook.
out.
Let me get this.
Yeah. They don't care. I've had stuff sit in New York for a day and be processed. I've had stuff sit in Chicago for almost 2 months before it was processed and sent over to USPS. And
That's
people just
ridiculous.
don't understand there. It's like, oh, well, they sent it out yesterday. It should be at my door tomorrow. It's like, that's not how international shipping works, people. Now, like, Second Sight, I think, uses DHL, which they can kind of circumvent customs and some other, stuff like that. But yeah.
Second Sight's usually pretty good. They'll get your stuff to you. Now, my Witch took them too long, but I remember I got the Drive 4K box set a couple weeks before it came out.
Yeah,
the Witch one I got after everybody else. Literally everybody on YouTube and social media got that before I did. What's up, Bob?
I didn't get that Witch because I have a Steelbook of it.
That's a great movie. I love that movie.
It is good.
Bob's Blu-rays is here. The facilitator of hate. Sorry I'm late.
Cancel.
How's everyone doing? I just got done watching Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Hashtag cancel Bob.
Glad I got my trash can handy. Jeepers. I've heard horrible things about that movie.
I've only ever seen the original, and I've seen that in the movie.
That's all you need to see. That's the best one. Honestly, it's not even that movie's not that great, but that's the best one. That's the best one.
What was the one with Steve Zahn? Steve Zahn and I'm trying to think of the other movie that came out around the same time. It had Steve Zahn and did it have Paul Walker in it?
Joyride.
Candy Cane. Yeah, Joyride. That's right.
Oh, I love that one.
That's a good one.
I love that one. Candy Cane.
Yes.
That needs a 4K. Bob. Remakes are done for the money.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, most movies are done for money. That's usually the idea. Let's make some money. You kind of want a return.
I'm wondering
if they think
if they do a remake, it'll guarantee to sell. Whereas if they try to take a risk on an original idea, it might just not make them money back. Maybe that's why.
I mean, look at Pearl. I mean, X was pretty successful, I thought. Like, I mean, it was made for $1 million and made $15 million in the theaters, and people. I feel like it's been gaining traction, and everybody's talking about it. I mean, yeah, that's in our world of movie fans and stuff, but Pearl made $3 million opening weekend, and it's
right
a prequel.
Now, I think if A24 is attached to anything, they're greenlighting anything. I mean, I really think they could put out just a dude poking a pile of poop, as for an hour and a half, and they would still sell.
I would buy it with a slipcover.
A nice.
Thank God for A24. I'm telling you right now, they're the only reason I can, stomach some new movies. Sometimes most movies I watch nowadays, it's just, should have just watched something older that I haven't seen yet. Why did I waste my time with this crap? Did you see Men?
No, I have not watched it yet. I still need to pick it up. I'm waiting for a price drop on it. I haven't seen it less than like $22.
That was a little bit more expensive for a Blu-ray from A24 than I feel like most of them are.
I've heard it's creepy.
It's wild. Wait till you get to the end of that one. Jared Leto should play the Crow. Do you agree with that?
I could see him trying, but I don't think it would go well.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
I keep hearing bad things about Jeepers Creepers Reborn, but I'll have to see it for myself before I can judge. Pearl, a sequel. It's a prequel, but the sequel is coming out next year. They already announced that. Ryan Reynolds wants to do a Clue remake.
Didn't they already do a remake as like Knives Out? I guess that's a remake.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
I've never even seen the original Clue.
To tell you the truth, I haven't either. But they did like... I've always thought it was cool they did 4 different endings for the movie, and they put them in like different regions of the United States. That's pretty awesome. Ryan, what did you think of A Ghost Story, A Green Knight, and Men?
I think me and you both agree on this. A Ghost Story is fantastic.
That's one of my favorite A24 movies. Probably my
Green
top
Knight
10.
was my favorite movie of 2021, and I have not watched Men yet.
Nice. My wife loved Green Knight more than I did, but I did really like it. I think it's one I probably need to rewatch again.
I think if I rewatched it, I would probably reconsider that because I had Last Duel as my second favorite for last year.
That's a great movie too.
And I think it was the cinematography in The Green Knight that just blew me away. That I think that's what made it my number one.
Yeah. The Last Duel was an amazing movie.
Yeah, but the Ghost Story, it's probably my favorite A24, and I love Casey Affleck. Besides all of his issues he's had, but just a movie about how boring it is to be a ghost.
Yeah, and I don't know, it was just it was a movie that while I was watching, I was like, what the hell is this? The whole scene with like Rooney Mara eating a pie for like 15 minutes. I was like, God, this is like the worst. But then by the time I got to the end of the movie and that whole sequence that happens at the end, it just recontextualized everything for me and just brought it all together. And I'm like, I love this movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
It was a really wacky experience watching a movie. I don't feel like I've had a lot of those where I've just not liked the movie at all, and the end made me love it. Pearl's a prequel. Dead and Buried, any good? That's good. It's got Robert Englund in it too before he was Freddy. It's a good movie. Let's see. Next month is beautiful for horror releases. Can't wait. It's a big month.
Yeah.
Is it just the first week of October is pretty huge.
And I don't crap on horror movies. It's not my preferred genre, but I've been trying to ease into more horror. Like, of course, A24 has been helping out a lot with that, but Fright Night, I've never seen the original, so I'm going to pick that up.
Either.
There's something else that was coming out that I have never seen before that I want to pick up. Of course, they've got cool
Army
steel
of
books.
Darkness.
That's why I've already got the Blu-ray version, the steelbook of it, even though I do like that 4K steelbook a little bit better, so I might upgrade.
Yeah. Mid-level just got here. Got a question. I recently got into Blu-ray collecting after quitting gaming. I decided to start with anime first, like Dragon Ball Z. Do you like anime? I do not.
Dragon Ball Z is good. I like Dragon Ball Z. I know the Dragon Ball Z Super steelbook set just dropped today too.
Yeah, they'll always be having new anime something dropping like every single week, and I always forget to cover it on the physical media report. Forget.
Forgot.
Some of it I will, but I'll get to the bottom of Blu-ray.com, and that's where it'll all be. And I was like, I don't even know what all this stuff is. I can't talk about this. I got to cut something. Let's see. Tropic Thunder getting 4K love in our overly woke 2022 culture is a gift from above.
Yes.
They knew they had to get that one out right away before they couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, I would definitely recommend buying that now. Pig was okay, just not. Now it's okay, Tony. You said last night you hated it with every fiber of your being. Don't go back on it now. Don't go back on it. Brian Goes Blue is here. What's up, Brian? Seven Samurai bored me, but Ram was amazing.
Like Seven Samurai is long. It does kind of get boring. I mean, it's like attack, retreat, attack, retreat, attack, retreat, like the ending part of it. So it does kind of get repetitive, but the beginning of it when they're forming is just awesome.
Yeah. Huck's Pop Culture Cafe says Gremlins and Temple of Doom were the two game changer movies. Nice.
Yeah. When I was little, who sold Gremlins as a kid's movie? It's a Christmas movie. Oh, everybody should go watch it. That was a terrifying movie too. Little green dudes trying to eat you.
I always remember being freaked out by that scene where the teacher puts his arm underneath the thing and then he gets ate. I was like, oh my God.
One
I love the mom in that
microwave.
Movie. Oh, yeah. She goes down there to the Christmas music and she takes them all out. She's badass.
Yes.
Badass. Let's see. Everybody's killing it tonight, though. We got, I'm still a half hour behind on the chat. I cannot catch up to save my life. So thank y'all so much for being here and, chatting and leaving us such wonderful questions. We've got 108 people in here right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button and also subscribe to Movies with Ryan. His link is in the description for YouTube and Instagram. And I forgot to put his OnlyFans down there, but
yeah,
I will do that when the stream goes off tonight.
That's my OnlyFans where I sell OnlyFans.
It's his OnlyFans where he just sits in front of a Florence Pugh poster for 30 minutes, films himself, doing nothing but sitting there. Don't get your mind out of the gutter, kids. Let's see. Poltergeist parents smoking joints in the bedroom with no regard for the kids. I love it. I love that so much. Oh God. God,
There
I'm
we go.
pass out. Oh, there you go. That's my
Yeah.
wife and I's house. What are you doing in there? That was the first thing we brought up when we found out we could do that on our stream. It was like, we got a new house, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. It's the 80s. It's like even the wholesome parents smoked joints in the bedroom back in the 80s. Emily the Criminal was pretty good. Hopefully out on Blu-ray soon. I haven't seen that.
I haven't heard that.
Let's see that. Poltergeist is a great classic movie with some disturbing behind-the-scenes stories. Oh, I got to hear some of those.
Didn't somebody die or almost die? I know there was real skeletons. They found out the skeleton that was in it, I think when the house sinks or whatever.
Yeah,
I forget what part it was,
the
but the skeletons were actual real.
Yeah, their pool's dug out, so they're in there, and the woman's in there at the end, and it's like filling up with water, and the
That's right.
skeletons are coming out the tombs, or the caskets are coming up. Damn, I didn't know they were real. Ken, check out Kurosawa's High and Low. It's got a nice Criterion edition. Thank you, James. Thank you, James, for yet another recommendation. We got 100,000 of those, but I'll watch it just because you told me to. Tanya Roberts, nice. Do you guys think physical media is here to stay for now? For now,
yeah. Especially
what's your thoughts on that?
Boutiques, definitely. I mean, they've had like a 300% uptick over the last 2 years in sales. Physical media is starting to come back. Lionsgate has obviously figured out their market with the steelbooks. I have noticed though, was it you or was it 4K D-Ray? I think it was 4K D-Ray when he went in his Best Buy last week. There's still an overabundance of some of the steelbooks out there, but they're like Angel Heart, Universal Soldier, stuff that's not like mainstream. But
yeah,
no, I
was surprised that Universal Soldier one didn't sell as much. I wasn't surprised about Angel Heart. That's a pretty obscure movie.
Yeah. But no, I think it's going to be around. But I think we're going to be buying more stuff online over the next few years, and the boutiques are definitely going to be pushing out a lot more stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Jason, I agree. I recently watched Kurno. You pronounce that for me.
Karaniko?
And it's really good, along with Onibaba from the same director. I know that one. I've heard it pronounced before. The Chaser is another crazy Korean thriller.
Yeah, it is. I have not watched it. I'm still looking for a copy of it. It's super expensive.
Brendan says he's digging the Crow. Sure, we'll have a Crow 4K steelbook.
I've got a Crow steelbook. It's just the Blu-ray though.
Tim says he's back. Poltergeist looks fantastic in 4K, and damn, that's a great movie. Crazy what used to be PG. Yeah, so you heard it from Tim. It's not a tame movie. But Tim, I'm actually kind of surprised you liked it. You know, usually I like to rip our hearts out when it comes to classic movies that everybody loves and say you hate it. I'm surprised you liked it. I'm glad you did. Yeah, that's a great.
I must have missed some really hot takes in the first half hour of that stream.
Oh my God. They were just going to town, especially Sue. Forget what she said. That was so bad. Top Secret. I love Top Secret.
I have not watched it. I remember seeing it as a kid, and I picked up that Blu-ray. It just came out. So,
yeah, she said she hated it. Ken is going to start a club like Brad Pitt and Friends. Instead of I Hate Rachel Club, it's going to be I Hate Pew Club. Pretty much. It's sad because I've yet to find somebody that dislikes her as much as I do. I just wish there was somebody else out there that would back me up. My wife's not a fan. She can back me up, but nobody else.
I'm not saying she's the greatest, but I mean,
that's her centerpiece acting moment in every movie. Okay, I'm glad to hear everyone is saying Poltergeist is good. Oh God, Oh god, what was that? Black Widow?
Yeah.
That was the worst she's ever been.
That was funny. Those little exchanges between her and Black Widow were awesome.
So I take it you were a big fan of that movie?
Not a big fan. I mean, it's definitely probably in my lower half of Marvel.
You like Marvel though?
movies.
You're a pretty big Marvel fan?
I am. Yeah, because DC, the only thing I care about is Batman. But Marvel,
Yeah.
I mean, I used to have Marvel comics growing up and all that. So, but they're putting way too much out.
Yeah.
Way too much.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I was a huge fan up until Endgame. Like I was in it. And then after that, you know, the pandemic and then
and this is what happens when Disney gets a hold of something. They're just going to put everything and anything out they can. If they had 2 shows a year, like maybe one in the spring, one in the fall, and 2 movies to fill in, like a summer and a winter movie, like it would be a lot better. Not 4 movies and 6 shows in 1 year or something like that.
Yeah. Way too much for sure. Yeah, Poltergeist is great, Bob. Check it out. I love that Batman actually applied for and got a credit card with the Batman name. What do you think Batman's credit score is?
Probably his butler has hacked something and he's got like a 902 credit score or something. That's impossible.
I'll get drive-through. Lavky Vision Film, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says justice for Pew.
I mean, her name's not even Pew. Like,
are
it's
you
not
kidding
even.
me, Lavky? I don't even want to do Al off of that super chat, but I'm gonna do him.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
That's how I feel about all of you all with Florence Pugh. She got a great ass, and all of y'all got your heads all the way up in it. Why don't you take it out and look at her for what she really is?
So,
the worst actresses of our time.
Did you just post the other day? You did not know that they had cut out all the him on cocaine scenes in that movie?
Yeah, I posted the interview that he did talking about how he was on cocaine the whole time, but they didn't put the stuff in the movie. So yeah, I didn't know that at all.
That was the explanation for the way he acted, because he was on cocaine the whole time. They cut it all out and left no context.
How could they do that to him?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's.
But I mean, it's like it's Al Pacino, so it's like you really don't think anything of it. You're just like, he's just overdoing it, and overcooking it. But it works for that movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, his eyes are like bugs straight out of his head in that scene.
He is coked out of his gourd.
Nice, love it. I did skip this one, Michael. I got to skip a few every now and then, man. I'm trying to look for like questions and stuff. But I appreciate everything that you're writing in the chat. Keep on keeping on, my man. I enjoy Barbarian, just a fun little movie. I didn't get a chance to see that one yet. But
Is that the new Justin Long movie?
Justin Long and Bill Skarsgård are both in that movie. Yeah,
I like Justin Long. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, I love him too. That Brandon St. Randy and Zach and Mary Make a Porno is like the funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie. New York Ripper, though, which was released by Bowl Underground, and yikes, I hated it. Like I couldn't stand it, bored me some. I haven't seen that one, Tim, so I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Just made a blind buy on a movie called Chuck Steele, Night of the Trampires. Has anyone seen it and thoughts? I have not. Have you seen that one?
No.
Night of the Trampires. Sounds pretty good.
And I'm going to say that's not a misspelling, because I mean there's not any keys on the keyboard that would.
Remember William H. Macy had that shovel. He did.
Mystery Men 4K. That's going to be.
I saw that they finally. By God, they've been rumoring that thing for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And now it finally got that announcement. I cannot wait. Can't wait. Let's see. S'mores indoors in here. Couple pimps in the house. Hey guys, what's up, man? What's up?
He's not too far away. Actually, me and him, he's from the same town I'm at, but he's moved about 45 minutes away. So hopefully one day we're going to get together and do a video, do some thrifting or something. I need to get back over in your area and go thrifting.
Yeah, you came down to my Half Price Books one time, didn't you?
Yeah, both of them. And then your vendor malls over there are way better than the ones I got over here.
Which ones? Tell me.
I went to
message me when you get out here.
The White Elephant, which I I think it's like on the west side of town. And then there was one I did down on the south side that was really good. I think it was one that you had been in before. It looked like an old Royal King or old Kmart or something that was just huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been in a few locations. I don't go investigating as much as I probably should. Oh, let's see. Mel thinks it sounds amazing. The Trampires. That's bottom of the barrel material, Mel. Mario Bava is better than Lamberta Bava. Can't change my mind. I like Mario Bava.
I'm not even going to argue.
Mel, are you a fan of Mystery Men? How could she not be? What, Mel? Oh my God. Y'all want to get on me for not seeing The Lost Boys? You haven't seen Mystery Men?
That's like the original like superhero movie.
It is.
One of the superhero movies.
One of the greatest superhero movies ever made.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Repo Williams, Adventure Begins, needs a 4K. Didn't that just get a Blu-ray from Kino? I think it just got a Blu-ray.
And I'm not familiar with that title.
Hell yeah, Trent Reznor is my favorite musician.
He's good.
Let's see. I don't think you should have to watch a video for understanding, but at the same time, not everything needs to be straightforward. I like movies that make you think and come up with interpretation. Yeah, there are movies like that you can draw sane, interpretations of. It's just David Lynch's movies are not those.
They're not straightforward at all.
Yeah, I don't need it all spoon fed to me, but at least have it
Yeah.
make some kind of sense to where I can actually form a conclusion in my head as to what happens. Like I don't know what to make of his shit. It's just like looking at a puzzle that's just like all thrown all over the place.
And somebody's taking the border pieces out.
They're not like the pieces. They're pieces from all different puzzles, and they're just thrown together. So it's impossible to solve. That's what it is. Yes, Tim, I agree. I really enjoyed your episode with Justin. Pack Week. Yeah, S'mores and Doors is getting taken over right now.
Yep.
From what I've seen. I'm surprised you're here right now. S'mores and Doors with all that taking over that's going on over there. It's a lot. Remember Game Players videos, how to beat Nintendo games, how to watch David Lynch movies.
Nintendo Power for the win. That's how you beat Nintendo games.
Yeah. Tips and tricks. Forget about tips and tricks. Customs hit my Howling 4K with a sledgehammer and sent it back to Zavi. I'm speculating on how it was damaged. Damn, that sucks. I didn't even like the first Jeepers Creepers. They say FedEx, they're international as fast. FedEx is actually one of the largest airline companies out there and handle the whole process in the house.
And you got a UPS hub there at your all's airport, and that thing, I've been on it before. That thing is massive.
Yeah. It's a big place. A lot of people work at UPS. The whip and body is great too. Poop scented slipcover.
Scratch and sniff.
Now that's something you don't want to have to smell live on air. If only Arrow Video would put poop scent in their releases. Let's see. I guess today, Laren. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. The original Clue has some interesting scenes, but isn't that memorable. It has 3 different endings. Somebody comments on my physical media report every single Monday, and they ask me when Clue is coming to 4K without fail. And I tell them I don't know. When I know, you'll know. But every Monday, it's the same comments. And I hope you're in the chat right now so you can explain why you do that. Because I need answers.
Like the same information is out there for anybody to look at. You just do a nice job of.
I just consolidated it out there. I don't really have insider information. Like I just look on Blu-ray.com and the rumor mill people on Instagram. It's really that simple. And I just react.
And even Blu-ray.com has been wrong. I'm still waiting for the Val documentary to come out that was slated sometime and Panic Room 4K.
Panic. When was that supposed to come out? That's supposed to come out freaking June, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And then they pushed it.
May or June or something like that. Yeah. And then I heard it was pushed back until like
And it
December.
never even got a Blu-ray.
No,
That's crazy. Let's see. Last Duel, so underappreciated. That was a good movie.
it was.
Michael didn't care for Fright Night. Y'all have 1,000 movies, but haven't seen these classics. Shaking my head. That's it, Lee. I'm going to watch every single movie in my collection tonight. Just so you're happy. Every single one of them.
I figured it out one day because somebody asked me how much I had not watched.
You make
I
me
think
feel better by saying 60% because I said that the other day too. And somebody was like, oh my God. I was like, well, maybe it's 50%, but I think 60 is probably more on the money.
Yes, I think I figured it out. So if I watched one movie a day of everything I have left, it would be, I think it was like 8 or 9 years. I'd have to watch like a movie a day straight in a row or something like that. Ridiculous.
Do you have an ultimate plan to get it done?
No, I'm thinking about going through the collection and purging just some of the stupid stuff out of it and getting more.
Well, I talked about this with Tim and Tony. Does it bother you that because I know for a fact I'm not going to watch everything back there. I mean, does that bother you?
No. And that's why I think I'm going to go through the collection and pull stuff.
I just like to have the option,
Yeah. And I bought a lot of this stuff thrifting. And I bought it I haven't seen this before. And I $3, whatever, $2, whatever.
If I see something for cheap, if I have the slightest interest in it, and I think there might be a chance that I'll watch it someday for any reason, I'll just go ahead and get it. Because why not?
Flight. I've seen it once. The only reason I bought this is because it has the slip and it's a Denzel movie. I will probably never watch this again. But it's in my collection.
I haven't seen it. It's a Zemeckis movie. Pretty sure. Hello gave The Fog 3 and 4 4 stars of the movie, but gave the transfer 5 out of 5. Very underrated transfer.
I have not seen The Fog yet. I've seen The Mist. I've never seen The Fog.
I thought it was okay, Dennis. I wanted a little bit more from it. I was expecting a little better. Nice, Dennis. Glad you liked it. For Gremlins fans, I met Joe Dante signed my DVD cover of Inner Space. Nice.
I just picked that Blu-ray up from Goodwill not too long ago. I need to watch it.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's rewatchable, but it's just not as deep as some of his other movies. Somebody's giving Florence lovey faces. Dennis, I respect that, although I watch it actually annually. Sorry. My dad played tennis with the director of Dragon Ball Z Evolution. You met him. Did I? Did I meet him? Go to Halloween movie. That's not a horror. That's a question. Go to Halloween movie that's not horror.
Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
I think that's probably the right answer.
It's on TV all the time when I was growing up.
I want to say, can you say Hocus Pocus? Or can you, there's kind of some horror in there. I want to say Ernest Scared Stupid, but that's honestly scared me when I was a kid too. So I don't think I can say that's not horror.
We really need like a pack of his movies, like a really nice set. But
dude, yeah, it's Shout Factory box set, like the Friday the 13th collection with all the different Ernests around it. Why can we not get that? Wow. You could have
Hocus Pocus, yeah. I would say that's not really a horror. What's the other? Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one that has like Halloween influences or stuff in it, or it's set during Halloween. Mean Girls, isn't that like a Halloween movie or something? They have a Halloween party. Yeah, I think there's multiple holidays in that movie.
That's got the Burn Book Steelbook should be coming out here soon.
Yeah.
Curious George Boo Fest. There we go. That's a good Halloween one.
See, Mel's with me. Yes. Caleb's Ernest box set. That's money. Like that would sell. Guaranteed that would be the highest physical media seller ever of all time.
what
if they can
it'll
hold up.
sell out, and then we'll
You
just
could
see
have the
nothing
old
but-
lady Ernest on the side. You
Yes.
could have Scared Stupid. You could have him with his who is the snake wrangler Ernest.
Oh god. Some turtles with
Like
parachutes or something. The problem is though, it will sell out, and then it'll be nonstop videos for a whole week of how everybody hates these movies because they're not what they thought they were.
Oh my god. I would
No.
yeah, that would be hard to watch. I'm sure Tony and Tim would be shitting all over the Ernest movies.
I'm trying to
They
think.
got
Yeah,
it.
Scared Stupid, Goes to Camp, Goes to Jail. I think would probably be like my 1, 2, 3.
No Love for Christmas.
I'm not
You
a big
gotta at
Christmas
least like
fan,
Christmas.
so
You don't like
I mean, it's
Christmas at
good.
all? You don't like
Christmas.
the holiday, or are you just talking about Ernest?
I just don't like the holiday. It's
Oh, okay.
stressful. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I got to put a
You don't
damn
like
Christmas tree
Christmas
up for the
movies?
kids. I do. Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, like my top 2.
Yeah.
Of course, Christmas Story, I've said it before, but is the fictional town is only like 45 minutes away from where I'm at, and they, say Terre Haute and Griffin, and that's all like in my area. So it's kind of just like a regional thing.
I haven't seen Goes to Jail in a long time. I need to watch that one again. But that was always my favorite when I was a kid. And then I would probably go Scared Stupid after that. But I watched Go to Jail like every day, I feel like, when I was a kid. I loved it. The whole
I used
pen
to watch-
scene where he's chewing on the paper. Got ink all over his
Ernest
mouth.
Goes to Camp, with the launching of the turtles was like my favorite part. When
That's probably of the like original 4. I think they all got theatrical runs, didn't they? Goes to Camp and Scared Stupid and Goes to Jail. And then after that, it was all straight to video. The first
I
4.
remember seeing a couple of them in the movie theater, but I know I seen Goes to Camp in the theater, but I don't remember what else I seen in the theater.
I actually feel like I saw Goes to School in the theater. I feel like I saw one of those sequels in the theater.
How many Ernest movies are there? Jeez.
I think there's like 9. So I think there's enough for a pretty good sized box set. There's Goes to Africa. There's Goes to School. There's Rides Again. I always love Rides Again. Goes to Africa. Ernest Slams Dunks. I think there's 9. I really think there's 9. Yeah. A lot of Ernest. And they could throw Beverly Hillbillies in there for good measure.
Yeah.
Jim Varney box set. But Dennis 4K says, for the great folks in the live chat, I get a lot of recommendations and learn a lot from the chat. Well, thank you so much, Dennis, for the super chat. I appreciate that. And
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
And we do have 106 people in the chat right now. Thank you all so much for being here on a Tuesday night. Hit the like button. Also subscribe to Ryan's channel. His link is down below, and we'll be wrapping it up shortly. But I'm gonna try to get through this chat, and then I got a couple of questions I'm gonna try to get in there with you as well.
So much for doing that early.
I like I said, I always intend to, and I just can't do it because I always get behind on the chat, and I got freaking Garrett in here calling me out on it. Agree, Florence Pugh is fantastic. Oh no, that wasn't the comment. Where do I go? There, he's up here. I see Ken's 30 minutes behind. Just want to say hi to Ryan and Ken, and y'all in the chat can't stay, but have a great stream. But yeah, let's see what else he said. This bullshit right here. Agree, Florence Pugh is fantastic. I'm actually looking forward to that new movie. Ugh. Everybody knows Garrett has wrong opinions.
Is that the movie that just came out? The
Don't
Darlings
worry, darling.
Yeah. I can't get behind Harry Styles.
Yeah. I've heard interesting things about the movie. And the drama surrounding it's probably more interesting than the movie itself, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen something the other day. It was like people are surprised that Harry Styles actually can act. I was like,
he was in Dunkirk, wasn't
he? Yes.
Yeah.
But he was there for Eye Candy. Oh, don't let Tim hear you say that. I enjoy Dunkirk.
I didn't hate it. Like it's just it's a movie I didn't feel like I needed to watch again. It's not focused. The thing about Nolan is he's a great director, great visual director. But like I don't ever feel invested in any of his characters. And that's really important to me. And I don't feel like he makes that a priority.
Probably my favorite thing in the movie is just Tom Hardy just not saying a word and still being like portraying. Of course, he does that a lot. I mean, he's done a lot of movies where his face is just covered up.
Yeah.
And he portrays so much through it. Tom Hardy's he's a great actor.
Yeah. I think I like the score a lot in that movie too. If I remember correctly, they like blended the score in with like the gunshots and stuff as they were happening. And I thought that was really cool. But I didn't hate the movie.
Yeah, it's not something I'll revisit anytime soon. It's definitely.
But when you compare it to like 1917, it's just, to me, there's no comparison.
I didn't get to see 1917 in the theater. I watched it at home, and I think if I seen it in the theater, I would like it even more. But I thought how they did the one shot was fantastic. But overall, I was kind of bored with 1917.
Yeah, breaking my heart. Brendan says, I may be the only one, but I would love to see Ernest movies. Did I already read that one?
Burn?
Know what I mean, Burn?
I don't think you did.
I think that's what prompted me to talk about the box set, maybe. Let's see. I also haven't seen Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas. Super Fuzz. What's Super Fuzz? You talking about Hot Fuzz? What's Super Fuzz? You seen that one?
Is that like Super Bad and Hot Fuzz smashed together? I don't know what that is.
I enjoyed Midsummer. That's a good way to get booted, Gus.
Midsummer for the snobs.
Midsummer. God. 1983 Kid Code needs a Blu-ray release. I haven't seen that.
I've never heard of it.
Lewis thinks Midsummer was lovely. A modern-day Wicker Man.
It had some weird, like the twist in it was kind of weird. I mean, you kind of seen it coming, but it definitely was very visual.
It looked pretty. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. What about a Midsummer sequel? I don't really think that's necessary. But has A24 done sequels? Is X and Pearl like the first?
I think so.
Time done a connected universe.
What was that one they just put out like last month that you could only buy on their website?
The Souvenir.
Like Souvenir 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think that's that. Then I think that's the only two.
Hank Kazra, are you saying Hank Azaria? Said he was tired doing several takes and just let that great ass line fly, and he was actually frightened for a minute.
Yeah. I'd be scared of De Niro coked out too.
Robert De Niro kicked Donald Trump's ass. Did he really? When did that happen? Is that recently?
I have no clue.
Mystery Men is a live action Tick before the live action Tick. Spoon.
I was about to say Spoon. Spoon.
I
still say that. I still say that, and people look at me like, "What are you talking about? Like you've never seen the Tick?" Spoon.
I used to watch the cartoon all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Pinocchio starring Pauly Shore? Is that a real thing? I feel like
is Pauly Shore the voice of Pinocchio in the new movie?
Maybe.
Is Pauly Shore even still alive?
He's still alive. They did that movie. Pauly Shore is dead, but he was actually alive. He didn't really die. He's still alive. Pacino does sign Bledstein. Okay. Terrifier 2 is 2 hours and a half. Why? That is something I just don't care about.
I've actually seen the first one, and it was decent.
Yeah. Yeah, the big set piece of that movie is, splitting that girl in half, and I think they did it better in Bone Tomahawk. It's more visceral.
Bone Tomahawk was brutal.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't use no cutting tools or nothing in Bone Tomahawk. It was just wishbone style.
Yeah.
But Terrifier, you had to use a knife and everything. It was just like, weak. Let's see. Pee Wee Herman was the best thing about the movie.
Mystery Men, yeah.
Did you guys pre-order the Magic Mike Paired Stiff Steelbook Edition? I did not. I didn't hear about that one.
I had not heard about that either. I've never seen Magic Mike. I think
the first one. I've seen the first one. It's actually a pretty good movie. I think it's what's the guy's name?
Yeah, I can't remember the director. It's the last movie I need to buy of his to complete his
Steven
collection.
Soderbergh?
I think so.
Damn. Did the Ocean's
And I've just
movies?
never done it.
My neighbor whooped a guy because he peed on him. Okay.
Yeah, Soderbergh. Yeah.
I'm still waiting with a girl with a dragon tattoo 4K. Inner Space is a fun flick. Speaking of flight, I tried to meet Zemeckis in Washington at different times and wasn't able. Oh, Casper's a good choice. I remember Casper kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
She's going to
I
be
guess you could say Addams Family also.
Yeah.
Both
She's going to be in
Addams
that reboot TV show, isn't she?
What is she? When's that coming out? I thought that was supposed to be out by now. Is that next week?
I thought she had like a small part in it. She's not playing Wednesday. Of course, she's not playing Wednesday, but
yeah,
she's supposed to be in it in some capacity.
That's just one of those things where it's like they can't. They just put that actress in a terrible position. She can't be a better Wednesday than Christina Ricci in the old movies. Like that's Wednesday. That's too iconic.
Christina gave her approval that she did a really good job.
And she's also too old. Like Jenna Ortega's like 17 or 18. She might be almost 20 by now. Like she was an X, like in sex scenes and stuff. That's not Wednesday. It's too old to be Wednesday. Wednesday's like 11 or 12. She's evil, but she's also innocent. She's an innocent young girl. So I don't know. This is like a different take on Wednesday. Maybe she's older or something. I don't know.
And people were mad that Luis Guzman was playing what's his name? I can't even think of his name.
Yeah, I understood that because I got mad initially at first, and somebody's like, "This is what he looked like in the old comic strip." I was like, "Okay, look, I guess," but it's like to me, Raul Julia is just it's too closely tied to my childhood for me to see anybody else in that role. I appreciate that, Mel. I tried very hard to bring that out tonight. Every show of them damn snakes in the back out there. The fear
we get visited by the hillbilly hunter.
Maybe that the hillbilly hunter was greatly inspired by Ernest P. Worrell, for sure.
I love that your videos got flack for the hillbilly hunter.
Dude, I got so many dislikes on that one video I did. It was like 40. It was like the most I've ever had on anything. Love that movie Fast Food where Ernest plays the cowboy evil burger chain owner. What is that? Have I seen that one?
Who was he a spokesperson for? He was a spokesperson for, was it a food chain or a drink?
I don't remember. Man, I don't remember. Okay, so he's saying maybe it was Rides Again that I saw in the theater. Maybe it was. Let's see. Dude, I agree with you on Pew and you missed it. Oh, thank you, Laren. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're starting our team soon, Laren. The Florence Pugh Haters Club. Is that what it is? Get it. Oh my God. Ah! Sorry. Keep making me. I'm feeling weak right now. I'm throwing up so much tonight. Surprised I'm even still standing. Jim Vardy, I meant Ernest. I live in my own bubble. I don't even know who Harry Styles is. I know the name, but he's kind of off my radar. He's not rad enough.
He's a musician they're trying to turn into an actor, and it's apparently
what
not
group
working
was he
out.
in?
Butter?
He
I don't
a big group or something.
Yeah,
like
he was in some
band.
boy group, and then they split up or something.
What's up, KB? How you doing, buddy? Celeste, how are you? Two awesome people here.
Yes. Celeste
Ernest Goes to School was funny. Yeah. People don't talk about those very fondly. The scene in Sin of a Woman where Al Frank's Slade makes a speech to Mr. Trash when he's defending Chris O'Donnell. He starts quiet, but then he goes loud, and Trash gets all mad. It's comedic at times.
Yeah. Sin of a Woman's a good movie. Have you ever seen that?
Ooh-ah! Is that what is that the movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I think I've got it on DVD, though.
It's a slow movie, but it's a great performance from him.
Yeah, I need to watch it for sure. I want to go back and rewatch all that or watch all of Al Pacino's movies because honestly, like he's become one of my favorite actors right now. Him and De Niro. Casper would scare Ken. I forget what part of it did, but I feel like there was a part that did.
Was it where
Maybe it didn't.
the brothers show up or whatever? There's like a scary part when all the ghosts
I don't know.
show
I
up.
shouldn't have got scared by Casper. I was 10 years old when I saw it. And I was watching like Jason and Freddy back then. So I don't know. Something. It has an eerie feel to it. I think. It's just maybe like the music or something. Let's see. People could really compliment that crow shirt tonight. They're all about it.
FYE. It says believe in angles on the back.
All right, so I finally made it to the end of the chat, and thank God the last comment is from the squirter bots, 69mega.com. New AI, 84% will find you a girl. Well, that sounds good. Sounds good, but I'm gonna have to block you. I'm gonna have to block you. All right, let me ask you a few questions. It's gonna get personal in here. Are you ready?
All right. I'm ready.
How long have you been collecting? We might have already covered this. I have no idea.
Collecting in general since like 91, 92, but really hardcore collecting probably started around 2017, and then COVID really ramped it up. I know a lot of
like
places
you have
were
a similar arc to me in your collecting.
Yeah, there's our mega replay here stayed open during the whole pandemic, and I was in there like every day going through their stuff, buying stuff because there was nothing else to do.
Yep. Yeah. And then you just kind of stuck to it. Yeah. 2017 was when I pretty much started to. I've always collected, like I've always had DVDs, but it's like I go to Walmart to get them and I just buy the movies that I want. I would never consider myself like a collector, but
yeah, because it was like 2015 is whenever I started transferring my collection over to Blu-ray, and then 2017 is when I started collecting steelbooks, and I dove deep into steelbooks at first, just buying anything and everything, and then it's slowed down after that.
Yeah, I mean, money was tight when my kids were born and stuff because my wife was a stay-at-home mom for a while, so I really couldn't buy anything extra for myself. So after she went back to work, that's when I got a better job and things started ramping up from there.
Yeah, kids, they don't need diapers or anything like that.
Yeah, I used to care about feeding them back in the day. I don't as much anymore. They can fend for themselves. They're old enough. They're all right. They're not babies.
If they can open the refrigerator, they can get their own food.
Yeah, they can get their own food. You know, there's means, go to your friend's house and eat their food or something.
And that's a joke for people out there that think that's what we mean. Cancel them all. They hate kids.
Yeah. Well, that kind of comes with being a parent sometimes, Yeah. You got to hate your children at least sometimes. It happens. Let's see. How many titles do you? I think we already answered this one. You said 21.
Like 2,100. I really need to actually count. But yeah, I'm spitballing because I keep them all on a
quality titles in your collection. Like you got all those steel books. Like that's amazing.
I mean, I've got
because I've probably got like 21, 22, but half of mine's from the Dollar Tree. So
yeah, I keep all my stuff on a Google Sheet and Google Drive, so I know what I have, and I really need to actually physically count everything and see what I actually have.
Yeah. What would you say your top 3 boutique labels are?
Criterion, Arrow, Second Sight. Now that's just for standard. I guess if I want to go steel books, I would probably go like Nova Media, Kimchi, Plain Archive.
Yeah. Do you collect any? Have you got any collect any like Vinegar Syndrome stuff? Have you dove into that world yet?
No. The only thing I picked up was from their partner sale the halfway to Black Friday. I bought The Little Hours and Shiva Baby.
Baby.
Yeah. Which I just watched it. That was actually a pretty decent movie.
It's a short movie too. Me and my wife watched it on HBO Max. I think she hated it. I thought it was okay.
It was anxiety inducing. I like those kind of on the edge. It reminded me of like Uncut Gems.
I thought it was very well acted. So I mean, I
Yes.
appreciated it. What would you say the percentage of, you say you do a lot of thrifting, you also do a lot of ordering online. Would you say
Yeah.
it's kind of 50-50 percentage of what you buy like in thrifting shops to what you buy online? Do you do that to help you balance it out? Because you spend a lot, I imagine, on those steelbooks online. So any other
Yeah.
time you're purchasing movies, you got to make it cheap.
So yeah, it's probably 50-50. If it's a steelbook that I definitely want, I have it pre-ordered for day one. If I'm just going to buy the slip, I'll usually wait until there's a price drop, or if I just find it secondhand, try to get it a little bit cheaper. But I have been pre-ordering some, like a Real Genius. I think it was Real Genius that just came out.
Yeah.
That was like immediately sold out. It was not at my Best Buy at all, so I had to go on like Amazon and order it. So
Yeah, I pre-ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that some of the 4K transfer stuff is I'm going to have to start pre-ordering too.
But it makes me nervous to pre-order a Sony title with a slipcover off Amazon because Sony's notorious for just putting half of their stuff out with slipcovers and the other half without.
Yeah,
Especially when it has these like exclusive
I haven't opened the package
slipcovers.
yet. That's for my next video, so I'm going to find out if I got a slip or not. I hope I did.
Guns of Navarone came out last year, and half of them had slips and half of them didn't. That slipcover was nice, and I didn't pick it up because I didn't have it at my Best Buy.
But I'm not really a big slipcover guy. I have been here lately, but a lot of that has been just because I frequent my Mega Replays so much. The turnover's not been that great. So I've been buying movies I already own that they have with the slipcovers just to have the slipcover. But a slipcover is not that important to me. It's the steelbook on day one that's more important.
Have you noticed in your thrifting shops, because I have a little bit, are like good titles becoming more scarce these days than maybe like 2 years ago during the pandemic? Or even like before that, like maybe like 2018, 2019?
Yeah, and streaming, I think, contributed. I think a lot of people dump their collections, and now
they're not really
it's in a reversal. I think people are keeping their stuff more, but I'm also to a point where there's not a whole lot of stuff that I'm still looking for. You know, there's a couple like foreign titles and stuff like that, but now it's like I'm concentrating on upgrading steelbooks or upgrading to 4K stuff. And really just what's coming out. My thrifting's cut back probably here in like the last 2 months to really not a whole lot.
Yeah. I went to a few places today and I went to a pawn shop and it's like you always see the same stuff. It's always the same movies on Blu-ray, and I'll check my Goodwills and stuff because every now and then there'll be an interesting looking DVD of a movie that doesn't have a Blu-ray, and I'll just add it to the collection because I don't feel like it'll ever get a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I found a couple interesting titles today, but yeah, I feel like it's died down. Like I could go into Goodwill and like there would be 2 rows of like DVDs and Blu-rays, and now it's like half of one. It just doesn't feel like there's as much there anymore.
Well, and I'm wondering too, because I know like I watch some people that go to Goodwills and their Goodwills are just rows and rows and rows of movies, but mine are like nothing. There's nothing there. So I don't know if it's like a regional thing or if
I don't
like
get a lot of Blu-rays at all. Like I'll get maybe 5 Blu-rays every now and then if I'm lucky at like a Goodwill, but it's very rare. But I watch movies too on Movies and Sue. She'll go to Goodwill and she'll have like walls of Blu-rays. I'm like, how do I get that?
And I live by, like, we've got, it's not a major university, but one of our Goodwills is by one of our colleges. And I would figure at the end of the school year, like people would be unloading their movies. Never large, like chunks of movies come in.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is.
Of course, I guess kids nowadays don't buy movies. They stream everything on their MacBook.
Oh, those damn kids. You know, they're not even watching movies anymore.
No.
They're just playing Fortnite and they're on TikTok. At least that's my kids. Let's see. I wanted to ask one more question. I had one in line. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, here's one I've been asking a lot of people. So you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram. Do you find your purchasing, your collecting is at all influenced by social media? Or are you able to kind of restrain yourself and not be influenced by all the cool shit you see everybody posting all the time online?
Yes and no. So the social media has definitely helped me pre-order a lot more stuff than what I used to. Because of, like your stuff, and was it Dawn of the Disc and all that, when all these stuff are coming out, and then checking Blu-ray.com. I don't think I really have much the fear of missing out. Like because I definitely like horror stuff and these off brands and like Vinegar Syndrome and weird labels. I don't care about them, so I don't pay attention to that stuff. But there's definitely been some steel books that I've seen. I'm like, oh, I've got to have that. Then immediately got to go and buy it. Or I think it's really helped me pre-order more, not really so much buy after the fact, I guess. It's definitely made me find out about some movies that I've never heard of.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see.
I think that made sense.
Oh, it made perfect sense. Perfect sense. Celeste asked, what are 3 favorite Criterions in your collection?
Probably my Once Upon a Time in China and America set, which is
that's a nice set
there. The Zatoichi set, which is right behind me, and then probably
Once Upon a Time in America has a Criterion.
Well, it's the Jet Li series,
one, right?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, there's it's Once Upon a Time in China and America is the 6th movie in the set, but the Zatoichi, and then probably, man, even though I didn't really care for the movie, I like the Repo Man packaging. But then
same here. I watched Repo Man. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it, but I watched it like on streaming or something, and I still bought the Criterion even though I didn't love it because that packaging's so damn good.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, I hadn't seen the movie since I was a kid, and I rewatched it a couple months ago. And
I'll give it another chance someday. It wasn't what I was expecting it was going to be when I watched it. I don't know.
Akiru is probably one of my other, if I want to say, Akiru from Akira Kurosawa. It's just a great movie.
Yeah. Ken, you're gonna feel really foolish when you find out Florence Pugh was a big fan of your channel, and so you started wiping the floor with their name. I don't know. Maybe Florence Pugh collects Blu-rays. You think that's possible? Where is she from? She's from the UK, right?
They're big. Yeah, she strikes me as a person that buys really crappy street art.
Probably. That sounds like something she would collect. She's a crappy trash person, so it feels right that she would collect crappy trash art for sure.
Fight Milk. Do you know what Fight Milk?
What is Fight Milk? No.
It's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So he's got Charlie Day there. That's the character on there. And
I binged like the first 9 seasons of that show, but I stopped after a while. But I used to play video games, and I would have my laptop right here, and I would just be watching Always Sunny while I was like playing a game, like a racing game or something.
Such a great TV show. It's probably one of my favorites. And the fun thing about it, I mean, there's run-in jokes, but you can literally jump into any episode.
They put Seinfeld to shame in terms of like an entire cast of just terrible people.
Yes.
I imagine that was the influence, but they just took it and ran with it. Like everybody on that show is so awful, but it is hilarious.
Yeah, Fight Milk was a thing that Mac and Charlie tried to sell.
Yeah. No, that's a good show.
Workouts.
I do like it. I didn't even know there was going to be a part 3. Part 3 of what? Mike. Magic Mike?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mel's a big fan of Magic Mike. I didn't know that.
I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, I would let Channing Tatum have his way with me, but I'm not like that.
Hell yeah, man. You should have Channing Tatum in your background tonight. What were you thinking?
Oh, yeah. Should have had him in the GIMP suit from...
Oh, my God. House of a Thousand Dolls, Kino Lorber, House of a Thousand Corpses. I didn't know that House of a Thousand Dolls had a Kino Lorber.
Yeah, I think it just... Was that just released recently? I think I remember seeing that on somebody's thing, but... I like House of a Thousand Corpses. I like Rob Zombie. I know you hate Rob Zombie, but
no. I don't hate Rob Zombie. I just hate Rob Zombie's Halloween. That's it. I like House of a Thousand Corpses. I like Devil's Rejects. That's one of the reasons why that movie broke my heart so much, because I actually like those movies, and I was excited for his Halloween.
I can't reach it.
I was excited for the Halloween movie, and it came out, and I was like, "This is a piece of shit." I just hated the origin story. His second Halloween movie, I like now. I hated it when I first saw it, but I like it now.
I think the reason I liked it is because I never cared for the original Halloweens, and I've always loved his music. So when I did see it,
yeah, so you can't say that to me. You can't say that.
They're just boring. I will quote John from Plat X. It's like an adult world. Where's Waldo? But no, I think because I liked his music, I really did like his take on Michael Myers. And I went back and I've browsed the Halloweens. I haven't really like invested time to watch them all.
I honestly can only recommend a few of them, especially if you're not a big fan. I love the second one because it takes place in the same night as the first one, and I think it's a little bit more exciting. It's got some more kills, and there's just more going on in that one. The third one doesn't even have Michael Myers, but it's a really fun like sci-fi horror movie, and I like the fourth one. That's pretty much it.
But now, House of Thousand Corpses, I really like that, and The Devil's Rejects. I still haven't watched the last one.
I like Three from Hell. A lot of people shit on it, but I thought it was pretty good. And I haven't even seen his other two, 31 and Lords of Salem.
I own them both, haven't watched them.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. But I'm super excited for the Munsters. Very excited to see the Munsters.
That comes out later this month too, don't it? Or is it next
Straight
month?
to Netflix.
Yeah.
Straight to Netflix and Blu-ray the same day, I think.
I have hope for it, but after that, I'm hoping that either that trailer was just a complete throw-off trailer to throw people off. But if it's going to be after that trailer, I'm not too sure about it.
They should have just put it in black and white. That was a mistake to put it in color. That's why it looks so goofy. But look, Ryan, we're at the end. We've gone almost 2.5 hours tonight. I appreciate you coming on with me and talking movies and physical media and all that stuff before we get out of here. We've had a great chat. Like, everybody's been so lively and asking tons of great questions. 97 people still in here. If you haven't hit the like button and subscribe to Movies with Ryan right now, damn it.
Yes, I'm glad you accepted my half-ass offer whenever I joked about it on that stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely. Like I said, you was on the list. I've got a list. It's a running list, and you were on there. You were towards the top. I had you skip a couple people when you asked. She was up there.
I'm sorry.
He was up there. No, you're all right, man. You're all right. It's okay. Those people will get on eventually. Maybe in 2023.
Is your next guest going to bring the Florence Pugh?
They better not, or they're getting kicked out. I was nice to you tonight, Ron, and I didn't kick you out, but I'm gonna set the standard right here, right now. If anybody brings that BS next time, they're getting kicked straight out. Gone. It's going to be a solo stream. No, I actually don't have a guest lined up. Actually, I do have something going on next week. I haven't announced it yet, but it's not a World's Biggest Collectors. It's something different. Where I'll tease it. I may be going to space, the final frontier, with somebody. I may be going boldly going where nobody's gone before. Is that a thing?
Boldly going where no man has gone before. Is that Star Trek?
Is that something?
It's Star Trek.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Not a fan of the originals. I do like the Kelvin timeline.
What's that? The newer ones?
Yeah, the
Abrams
JJ
ones?
and all them.
You didn't like Wrath of Khan? Search for Spock?
I was forced to watch the TV show, like the William Shatner one, when I was younger, and I just could not stand it. Like, I vividly remember watching one where this guy in a green dinosaur costume is throwing rocks at him, and he's like...
I mean, I've never been a Star Trek fan. I just watched Wrath of Khan for the first time. I thought they were really good movies, though. I was surprised I didn't get ripped apart for my Wrath of Khan review because I gave it a 4 out of 5. Surprised people didn't rip me apart for not giving it a 5. But I remember, like, The Next Generation was one that I feel like I was forced to watch more than I would have liked with Patrick Stewart. And I always remember being super bored by that. I'm willing to give it a chance, though. I got 4 more to watch, so we'll see how it goes. But everybody, I appreciate everybody for joining us. We got My Killer Podcast, LA Joel, Lapke Vision Films, Laren's here, Ben Graham, Walter Jones, and for movies, Ben Graham, BN Chili, Emmett, yeah, everybody that was here tonight joining us. Ron, I'm going to give you a chance to promote yourself and your channel one more time before we get the hell out of here. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
All right. Again, Ryan from Movies with Ryan, #1 Florence Pugh lover. I mean, like her, hate her. I don't know. She's mediocre. Either way, I got a video comes out every Wednesday. Tomorrow, I've got a super mega unboxing with, I don't even remember what I unboxed. It's all sitting right here somewhere. Check me out on Instagram where I still do the Steelbook a day. I have also been doing my Fresh Friday driving jams and my Sunday spin. Music is definitely a big part of my life, so I've been kind of interjecting that in my Instagram to keep it busy. And that's pretty much it. Follow, like, subscribe, blah, 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 all that good stuff.
Nice.
Stay hydrated, folks. Don't
be showing off no more Florence Pugh. You got any best of Florence Pugh videos coming up?
No. I'm be honest. I think Midsummer and Black Widow is the only two things I've even seen of
the shortest video of all time.
Yes.
If I did it, I'd be like, I've got nothing. Bye.
Nothing.
That's it. That's all I got. But yes, appreciate everybody joining us. It was a great night. Hit the like button. If you're watching on the replay, subscribe to Movies with Ryan and comment down below anything we talked about here tonight. So I would definitely appreciate that. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Bell notifications. What's the list? Hit all the links down below. There's a lot of links down there, and they lead to places that are pretty cool and fun. So hit those as well. See you guys later.
And catch us on Bob's stream next week, apparently. So
actually, when is that? What, next week? He invited me to one at the beginning of October, I think. So it's not next week.
Oh, okay. I know I think it's next Monday is the start of it.
Because next Monday is
Bob's got so much stuff going on.
That's the 26th. I know he's got more stuff than I do these days. Bob's killing it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
still books and slipcovers.
See you guys later. Live long and prosper. No, that's not it. Is it this? What's the Vulcan sign?
I was about to throw up the West Side. Yeah.
I got it. It took me a little bit, but I got there. All right. See you guys later.
All right.